Oh, you're a brat.
Yeah, I was a chubby little shit
you're an
lord.
asshole. You're a brat.
Yeah, I was a chubby little shit lord back then. Still am, but. I got his coin. He gave me his coin too.
Coin. You got his.
Yeah, I got his coin.
Oh, I hate you now.
And Cesar needs to hurry the hell up.
Okay. I'm here. Who are we missing?
Yes, Drill Sergeant. You might want to text Cesar and hit him with that Drill Sergeant talk.
I think we're still missing
Cesar
and we're missing Austin.
Yeah.
Austin's not gonna be here. He sent me a personal.
Earlier he was.
Yeah, I know. He sent me a message after he sent that message saying that he's come down with some kind of cold or something and isn't feeling good. So
is he done?
The cold and/or sickness is legitimate excuse. So I consider that a last-minute legitimate excuse cancellation because he's sick. If it was a I'm cold and tired excuse, then it would be a little different. But
I went to Texas and still participating.
but
Yeah, you might want to text Cesar and see where he's at because he told me he's gonna be here.
Yeah, he told everybody in the group he was going to be here because I announced that he was going to see changes in Knox.
Yeah, I talked to him earlier about DM stuff and a bunch of other crap.
You're leaning on into that, aren't you?
He's got to get used to it.
yeah, you said you wanted to do your mock session. We still haven't done that either.
Yeah, maybe we'll probably do it tomorrow.
Okay.
Because fucking had to do a shitload of yard work and.
I mean, I've been busy all day too, so don't worry about it.
I picked up a fucking tree.
I bought a
Why'd
custodian.
you pick up a tree?
Because it had to go. So we picked up a small tree, put it in the back of my grandpa's truck.
Dude, I am so.
I need grass with my truck.
I am so excited that the Kriegsmen are here for 40K.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
yes.
About fucking time they put the dang Kriegsman.
We needed it.
Plastic. I needed it, motherfucker. No.
The Kriegers.
What the hell?
The last tree I drug was 2 stories
Yeah, the one that fell
in the middle of the fucking road.
last.
I'm more excited for the Dorito Dreadnought, to be honest. The other fucking configuration, the one with the fat ass missiles on the back.
Oh yeah.
And the Volkite weapons. I'm bringing that. Like I'm just telling you right now. When I bring my Red Angels to the table, I'm fielding nothing but 30K shit. Because
Fuck, I have to use my D&D Beyond app because I never printed out that sheet. Okay, whatever. Oh, dude, there's this class that I think I want to get for Barangar. And it's from
The new one, MCMD.
Yeah, it's the Ill Rigger. I want it.
Yep. The Demon Knight.
Oh, I sent one to Taylor.
Yeah, you sent me a custom rice. And it was,
The Demon Knight. I know which one you're talking about. I've seen it.
Yeah,
$14.99 on the app.
Yeah, I kind of want that, to be honest, and I might get it. Okay.
I paid $10 to get the gunslinger.
First things first is I want to turn down my mic a little bit because I found out that my mic was like uber mega loud on streams. And while that's good and all, I need it down just a smidgems. Because I was peeking out and I don't want to be peeking out. So hopefully that helps.
Yo, beaky weaky.
I have a hard time with mine, like, so it either picks up like everything in the fucking background, or I have to raise the level and then it doesn't want to pick up anything unless I talk really loud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I totally get that. So, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start, and hopefully Cesar gets here soon.
Call him.
Can I?
You can go. One of you can go ahead and make a call because I've got my hands full.
Pester that man.
Get him, Taylor.
I sent him this.
I did get all my pictures, right?
Fucker.
Ignored it.
I'm gonna take that as a sign. You better get your fucking ass on here.
You gotta pick an insult.
Okay, I've got that picture at least. Yeah, okay, I've got all my pictures. Okay, very good.
Shit, sorry.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start it. We can't wait for too long. Because I've already got stream running. So.
I don't see stream running.
You don't see stream running?
Yeah, it's
Not
not.
on Discord.
Yeah,
Nope.
stream ain't running.
Oh, no. Like, actual stream.
Oh, okay.
Like, stream for YouTube. Stream.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Hey,
There we go.
no.
There you go. Stream is running on Discord.
Oh, dear.
Okay. So, to go ahead and start off, I was hoping that Cesar would have been here for this.
Say his body's there?
But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and say that he is going to be here. And I'm gonna come up with some other fun, happy bullshit for everybody. So, give me like 2 seconds.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Making my way downtown.
And I need you. And I miss you.
I like the other one.
Which one?
Making my way downtown. Walking fast. I'm a seagull. Go fuck yourself.
Oh yeah, there is that one too. So with that, we are going to go ahead and begin. I'm going to go over a big track. Again, I was hoping that Cesar would be here for this because I was hoping to go over all of this with him, just in case he missed anything. But we cannot wait because this is a lot of the stuff is there's a lot of stuff to do tonight. So here we go. Tell me if the music is too loud. I'll turn it down. But everything keyword should be okay. We're gonna turn this up just a smidgems for stream. Oh wait, no, that's my mic. Hang on. We're gonna turn this up just a smidgems for stream. There we go. Okay, so where we last left off, you guys were in the middle of the desert, and you were making your way to Wolfstand, but we're going to go over a quick recap of what has happened over the past couple of weeks, I should say, as it has been a long journey from here to Lucerys and from where you were in Solaris and Streatham to Oriah and then to Lucerys and now here in the middle of the desert, making your way to Wolfstand. Where we were is you were in Lucerys, and and I have music for this specifically.
I hear nothing.
How about now?
There it is.
In Lucerys, your faithful companion and friend, some to even call him brother, left you to find a better life.
I filled him in on that.
Yeah, within the kingdom of Solaris and Streatham, hoping to take care of his new child, Dur. Finding that the life of an adventurer was no longer conducive or even something that he wanted to do himself. It felt like he needed to find himself and find a better life beyond what this was, and but beyond what he had. And he believed that he could find that by raising his child in peace and happiness. That is where Nadar now sits, still to this day, and I am happy to fill you all in that he is helping rebuild the city, living a happy life, and even finding a job as a royal guard within the kingdom. His child is happy, and so is he. So, moving on. After you left Solaris and Streatham, you met a strange man going by the name of Barngar. Barngar filled you in on a little bit of lore of the world and what was going on, and he was extremely mysterious yet very powerful, so much so that he even shocked Arthur into a state of confusion, but with a little bit of fear even. He was dumbfounded at what he saw Barngar doing, and one could say that this might have even stirred something within him, as not too much longer later, you found yourselves in Oriah when Barngar brought you there via teleportation, and you met the goddess Aphrodite. During this meeting with Aphrodite, you found that she was very kind and very sweet and actually very caring comparative to the rest of the gods that you have met so far, or at least most of them. And on top of all this, something pretty intense happened. Arthur found himself face to face with a demon lord who offered him power in return for the soul of an angel.
I thought it was 10:30. I'm sorry, my bad.
You're good. He's here. Welcome. So
Yeah, go back and to go back a little bit. Yeah.
how far? Where do you want me to go back to?
No,
Just
I'll
do the recap. That's fine. It's fine. Just start with the recap because it sounds like you wrote it out. So I'm still taking notes.
Okay.
We met Barngar.
Yes.
Go with that.
So you met Barngar. Barngar was a. Let me back up the song a little bit. You met Barngar in the middle of the desert wastes as he approached you in the middle of the night. A man mysterious, wrapped in an all black cloak and robes. Dust kind of settled on his shoulders, telling you that he had been in the desert for a long time. You appeared to know this man, the man in black, who wandered these wastes. You had heard of his legend. He had now appeared in your camp, sitting down at your campfire. You woke up and spoke to him, and found out that this man was a lot more powerful than he seemed to be. He was so powerful that when Arthur tried to gauge his magical strength or power, it physically racked his brain to the point where it hurt him to an extreme degree, sending him flying backwards. Arthur was dumbstruck and honestly a little scared at what had just happened to him. Afterwards, when Barangar brought you to Oriah via teleportation, and with the simple snap of his fingers, that's loud, with a simple snap of his fingers, and then left you all to meet the goddess Aphrodite, who was hiding out in this city that she had made herself.
You hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Um,
We're using a different mic, so we'll make sure you can hear me.
yeah, no, you're all good.
In the vessel of Carissa.
Yes, and she was possessing a human body in the form of Queen Carissa, who she said that she had found lying in the middle of the desert dying, and offered her a chance to live in return for allowing her to possess her body so she could hide. As you also found out that Hades was one of the causes of the Great Calamity. And the demons...
Don't we know that motherfucker?
Huh?
Don't we know that motherfucker?
No,
Yes,
you didn't.
yes, we
Not
did.
until
Very
now.
well. Hades did.
No, Hades did.
We didn't know he caused the calamity or was a big part of it, but it's also, you forgot the part, he showed up and he was weak, and
Yep.
he admitted it to us.
Yep. Besides that, when you met up with Aphrodite and you learned all these things, you learned out that she was hiding from the demons of the Great Calamity, as well as other new gods, as they seek to kill her and destroy her. On top of that, their power has been constantly getting sapped up by the Wraith King, which you now know is he who devours all. Past that, going into what you did in Oriah, Oriah was a pretty big moment for everybody, as Arthur met a demon lord known as... Someone has it in the notes. They can tell me. Yes. Korgeth, who is the demon lord of worms. And Arthur struck a bargain with this demon.
Partial.
Huh?
Partial.
A partial bargain with this demon, where he receives power. In turn, he must find and corrupt an angel to then join Korgeth's side. So with that,
Seems very unlike Arthur.
let's just say meeting Barangar and seeing so much power might have stirred something within him. And going into what happened next, I should also quickly mention that some stuff happened with Nox as well. You all remember that. Nox changed his oath, going from a oath of balance to a oath of vengeance, and leaving death to basically serve Hades.
No.
Basically.
No. The deal was so I could use the sword. I'm not serving Hades.
Not
Well,
yet, anyway.
not
Still have
yet.
to solidify. The same as Arthur, he's in a partial.
You're in a
The
partial.
partial.
Again, that's why I said basically. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a yes you are. It's a basically.
A lot of things
They're
happen.
both clarifying like real.
Yeah, there's
real fast.
yeah.
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 But Then you went to Lucerys, found that the quote-unquote once great capital of Arcanus was a disheveled mess.
The
And
bribe king.
you found out that the king, King Romulus Grimm III, was the reason behind all of it, when his father, Octavius Grimm, was a great warrior king. And supposedly, at least what your characters know, is Octavius Grimm was supposedly killed in battle. During this entire and then afterwards you fixed it up. You fixed up the town and actually got Romulus to treat his citizens a little bit better by telling him that by lying to him that Aphrodite actually found him attractive when in actuality she said that she found Barangar attractive. The king bought this and started treating his citizens better. And
Who was behind lying to him? Because I want to give them a high five.
All of us.
all of
It
them.
was a mixed deal.
Yeah.
Your little protege over here.
By using all of your acting skills and Arthur acting as a noble, whereas the other two acted as his servants. They were able.
That was some very clear tomfoolery. That I can sense happened.
Oh, you would have had so much fun.
They were able to persuade King Romulus Grimm III to change his ways. Afterwards, they left with a carriage of supplies and were heading out into the middle of the desert. But I'm going to back it up a little bit because I am going to say that before they left, it just so happens that Ablin arrived in the city, meeting them.
I was on an adventure.
You were decided to stay behind in Solaris and Streatham to help clean up the disaster, along with Taruka.
I get to know the lovely barmaid in the process.
You know what? I'll say that you got to know her a little better. Sure.
Oh, great. I'll just leave that where it lies.
So, anyways, you you met up with Ablin just as you were about to head out, no less. Ablin quickly hops in your cart, and as you get ready to go, and from there, you may all begin your open role play before we head off towards Wolfstan.
So, Ablin, when you see me without my mask, and you see that Uber is a physical entity, not Shadow. He's an
Spooky
actual
Uber.
leopard.
I'm just gonna go ahead and acknowledge that, and I'll go ahead and turn to Nox like, oh, spooky cat thing is not a shadowy spooky cat thing anymore,
What the fuck was that?
You saw nothing.
Right, wait a minute, go back.
You saw nothing.
Hold, hey, rewind.
That was Death's last gift to me before he changed my oath.
Making Uba permanent?
Yep.
Neat. Just as long as he doesn't eat Sunny. Where's my armor set?
Who's? Oh, hold on. Well, he's with you.
Okay.
Are you talking? You're talking about Bitey?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bitey.
Bitey's still with you.
Bitey. So Bitey, you actually handed Bitey to them before they left because Bitey was kind of your guide. So you gave Bitey to them before they left to Lucerys. He is with them. He's in the cart currently.
That's
Okay,
that's
fine.
where I'm gonna start digging around for Bitey. That's where I'm
Okay.
going after
You
Nox.
don't need to dig around. He's a
So,
set of
hold
armor
on.
sitting beside me.
Who's driving?
Oh,
Me. I'll
Um,
drive.
Arthur's driving. All right, I'm gonna sit next to Arthur and just shoulder check his ass.
we kind of need to tell him
I'm
about
gonna-
the deal we struck.
I'm gonna ask Nox again real fast. What's up with the mask, big guy? Thought that was like our whole Noab thing. Was you were all mysterious and like darkening. Now I can see your face.
I had to give it back to Death when I changed my oath.
Oh yeah, congratulations. What are you now?
I'm gonna get some vengeance. Let's just say I'm really angry a lot.
Who are we killing? I'm involved in vengeance. I like vengeance.
Whoever wiped
dear.
out my clan, that's what I can tell you. I don't know who they are. They appeared as shadows, and the next thing I know, my clan was gone. So I will destroy whoever did this to me.
Interesting. I will aid in that assistance. I'm all for a good vengeance and fight.
The other thing you notice on my back is Nadar's sword.
No, I'm good.
Speaking of which, where is Nadar?
He's decided to stay behind and raise his son to be Hades' next champion.
Okay. Lot to unpack there.
Yeah,
Are we
the stubborn
sure leaving a
bastard.
small child with Hades was a good idea?
So he's going to raise him, but from my understanding, Nadar is going to train him to be Hades' next champion.
Okay, so he'll be
And
safe.
follow in Nadar's footsteps.
Okay, so I guess he'll be safe.
I'm going to shift away from Ablin, so I'm out of arm's reach, and I'm gonna go. Sin has something to tell you. We made a deal to get somebody back, and I'm gonna move.
Oh shit, that's right. That's one thing I didn't tell him.
Oh, well, there's two things
Okay.
I forgot. Two
Now
very,
we're-
very important things. You sound very happy, by the way. I'm glad it sounded like you had a vacation, so you're in a good mood, yeah?
Now listen, I don't like you shifted before you told me that. I'd like to roll insight.
You want to roll insight?
I want to see what's going on here. Why the mood just
Okay.
when
Go
that
ahead.
Oh, they putting this, why y'all putting this on me, by the way?
Roll
Because
your
You have charisma.
roll your insight.
Does nobody remember that Evelyn punched me?
I'm still in between you two. I'm just letting you tell him.
We're still level 11, right?
Yes, you are
Yeah.
all
Yes.
level 11.
You guys are lucky I'm not like super insightful. I had a 5 on my insight.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So you aren't going to tell anything. You're just sitting there going, "Huh? The mood
Okay.
kind of just randomly shifted. What's going on, everybody?"
Okay. Well, I did have a very lovely vacation. That barmaid, the old bat's sister, her and I got very, very well acquainted as I was cleaning town up.
No, naughty.
Aw,
Very,
Minnie,
very
dirty-
transactional
dirty
business
boy.
matters. But why did Knox? Why'd you leave? Where are you going, buddy?
Sin's gonna flip around and go, oh! And just gonna be hanging from the back, like the
Well,
front seat of the cart to look at the back.
I'll give you this. Do you notice Sin's not carrying an instrument?
I did until now.
Sin's gonna grab like whatever she can on Abel and pull him close and be like, "We got Sully back."
Oh, he's back.
Sully's gonna come back
He's going to
Yeah.
come back.
in a week. It was a promise.
How did
He's
we
back.
get Scully back?
We-
See, that's why I moved away.
We made a deal.
I didn't make this deal.
Yes.
How did we get Scully back?
We made a
made-
deal.
What
But
deal?
it's- Well,
The
it's
man-
dependent on Sully's agreement, but he's not coming back. As you remember, he said he didn't want his flesh back. He didn't want that flesh bag. He didn't want to be attached to it. He liked the way he was. He's coming back as Sully, the way we know him. Sully, just skulls.
He liked his bones rattling when he sang.
I don't know why y'all are saying this like unitive we shit. You two decided, and I just kind of like shut up.
I'm just gonna like look past Knox and be like, all right, let's handle the elephant in the room. Why is Knox going you guys and not we?
Because they made a deal with whatever badass dude thinks he's a fucking mage bullshit. They trusted an outsider.
Barngar.
The
He
man
said
in
that-
black, Barngar.
What was the deal?
Scully can come back, however, he is a servant to Barngar.
They gave
Wow.
Scully a master.
I
Scully
did
wouldn't
not.
like that. Scully wouldn't like that.
See,
But-
that's what I said.
It's dependent on Scully, so when he wakes up, he will have a choice.
I'm guessing that if he chooses not to, he will not wake up, and we will not see him in a week. But if he does, and he wants to come back to us, then he will. But he comes back as Scully.
Yeah, but Scully wouldn't want to be. You remember what he said in the tavern? He hated serving a master, and he loved the fact that he had his own free will to run his bar as he pleased. Making a deal that would serve Scully to somebody else just kind of feels like we're going against Scully's wishes on that one.
It did for
Well,
us
the other-
too. That's why I was very careful the way I worded it. It's, like I said, dependent on Scully and how he feels. If he does not want to come back that way, then he won't.
And I hate
But
to hate to point out the other elements in the room, but we're not exactly the Forsaken Six anymore.
No,
No,
we're the Ferocious
we're not.
Five.
And the prophecy says that there are 6 warriors who are supposed to save this world. So I'm praying.
Oh.
Which is why Scully is coming. Which is why, partially why we made this deal, because he's the 6th now.
Evelyn, we can't trust Raw.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Yeah. We can't trust Hades. We can't trust Ra.
DM, can
can't
you
trust
tell
it.
him? Can
Can't trust the gods. Get it?
Oh,
no.
yeah, we already knew that, but
Can I tell who what?
Can you fill him in on what we learned about Ra?
yes,
Oh,
the way-
yeah. So, to give you an idea as to what they learned, and I'll just basically say that they explained this to you. Ra is, in fact, not who you think he is. He is a god who committed a very bad crime within the world of Grundheim, where he attempted to... where essentially he attempted to take all the power of the sun for himself by absorbing all of it into his own being to give himself more power.
Yeah,
a
gods
lot
are
of the
shit.
a lot of the other sun gods had to sacrifice themselves to stop him, and they sealed him for thousands of years before the Great Calamity. And when it opened, he was freed.
So has he been using us to try and get the sun again?
I don't know, but I'm
That's
not.
what I'm thinking. He's doing some shady shit.
He's doing some shady shit. Oh, by the way, can we save while we're doing this, because Sin is so excited that her inspiring leader feat activates?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
What?
That gives everybody, 15 extra HP?
I'm checking it right now.
What?
Her inspiring leader feat gives us all temporary hit points until we're in combat.
16 temp HP.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
I mean, I'll take 10 HP.
Well, now that you're mostly caught up, where to?
I don't know. I
Well-
kind of jumped on your guys' cart. I'm.
You guys knew where you were going. You're headed to Wolfstan. That's
So,
All right, camels, let's
Hey,
go.
wasn't Wolfstan the place with the dwarf forge?
Yes, it is.
Wolfs,
maybe. They didn't say that was there.
Yes, it
they
is.
said it could be.
They said that there's I believe that it was either, I think it was in Fjordland, actually, I believe is where
We went to Fjordland, and Fjordland said that they would have him in Wolfstan because they didn't have him in Fjordland.
No, you didn't go to Fjordland. You haven't been to Fjordland.
We figured it out last time. Vitey's master is in Wolfstan. And there is a runesmith in Wolfstan for Ablin.
Got notes.
Okay.
Good to know. Good to know. I've been
so-
looking to get these damn knuckles upgraded for the.
I mean, there was a runesmith here too.
No, we talked to him.
Yeah, but the
wasn't
runesmith here couldn't do much. Remember?
Yeah, and Evelyn
he
wasn't
had to
there.
have both elements. But what I will say this is, while Ablin and I are in the back and you two are driving, look, I don't trust that fucking king. I'm gonna open these boxes. I want to know what the fuck we got.
We got boxes to open. I'm all for that shit. I'm with Knox.
God, I feel like I needed
Y'all are
to.
back there carrying out the supplies.
I mean, sure. I feel like I need to shower again after speaking to that man for as long as I did.
Okay.
Oh, didn't get-
So you all are opening the boxes?
I'm opening the boxes. I want to.
No,
Okay.
Sin is sitting next to Arthur in the bench
So-
up front.
Okay.
Ablin and Knox are gonna open the boxes, and I just kind of announced to the group we're gonna do this. So
Sin's just gonna
remember,
sit
we're
there.
supposed to take some of this shit.
Okay, so in the boxes, and I'm going to tell you what you find, because you don't need to do an investigation check or anything like that, because it's just there. So inside you find you'll find a couple of different things. One, you will find basic supplies for the road and the trip. Food, water, food for your camels, and so on and so forth, whatever you need. You will find some like elegant pieces of cloth and silk for trading purposes. You will also find some wine, some fine wine from.
Hey, now we're talking.
And you will also find a couple of robes.
Yes, the robes that I told him to give us.
I want to investigate the robes.
When you go to investigate the robes, actually, go ahead. Who's your current patron?
I don't have one.
Yeah, y'all
Okay.
didn't figure that out.
Okay.
Mm,
I think technically speaking, because you talked to Hades about it, Hades would technically speaking be your patron currently. So you
well, Hades only offered me the blessing to use the sword. He never.
Yeah,
we
he-
never talked about I have to find a patron still.
Okay.
Which I can do if you want me to.
I would recommend that you find a patron.
Okay, I'm working on that now.
Okay.
I'm
And
gonna hand the robes to Sin since she's in shotgun riding with Arthur,
okay.
and I'm gonna let her investigate.
Okay. Sin, in that case, we'll go ahead and roll me an fuck, I think investigation is actually a category.
It is an actual check.
Okay, then go ahead and roll me an investigation check because I've got Pathfinder confused with
Intelligence.
yeah, I've got Pathfinder confused with D&D right now.
Okay.
I want to investigate the wine.
Oh, okay. 18. Investigation?
Yeah.
23.
23. When you investigate the robes, you can tell that the current robe that you're holding in your hand is magically attuned. You can tell that this thing has some interesting features to it, and it has a weird magical aura about it, almost like you might be able to put it on, and it's almost calling to you to put it on.
Oh, that's not scary at all.
Well, no, that's cursed item sanction right there.
It's
No,
almost
no.
asking you to put it on.
That sounded cursed AF.
Or it's like Doctor Strange's cloak.
So it's gonna have Nox apparently dump this shit over the back of her face because she's facing forward into her lap, and she's just gonna grab it.
Doesn't
and
feel
see
so
it.
good, does it?
You know what? That's for your own good. So she's gonna grab it and see it and kind of just, I guess, fall into the whispering and start slipping it on.
Okay.
Not caring about anything else. She's just gonna start slipping
Now,
everything
before
else
she
off
puts
and the
it
robe on.
You put on the.
With Avelyn being magically attuned to magic items, know what? Can I use Hold on. Can I use magic sense?
You can use magic sense to tell that it's magical. But
Can I use magic awareness?
for what?
I can learn the school of spell detected.
There is no spell.
Fuck. Well, as she's going to put that on, I'm gonna just tap her on the shoulder and be like, hold on there.
Well, she already has it on.
Damn.
At this
Kinda
point,
want that.
with it on, this
Cursed.
this item magically attunes to her, and you see the red flowing in gold robes flicker in color, and it's almost as if blue fire has started to drape along the cloak. Sin, you feel magical power protecting you and covering you. What you have just found, and I wrote this and I sent this to you, but it doesn't look good on my phone. So I may have to look this up via D&D Beyond. So give me 2 minutes.
Can I use magical awareness to find any other magic items in the cart?
There is no other magical items within the cart. This was the
Fair
only
enough.
one.
I only got the 2 robes from the guy.
So hang on,
That's fair.
let me find this.
It was a struggle just to get those.
He sounds like a dick.
He
Yeah.
was in
He
fact
was a
dick.
giant, massive.
What's Godzilla Dragonborn? That looked really weird.
It's something for future campaigns that I thought about doing. This is just my collection. This is nothing that's going to be.
This is my porn history.
Here we go. So this is the artifact Robe of Blue Flames. This is what you have just put on.
Very on the nose.
This elegant garment is made from exquisite cloth of fiery red adorned with golden runes. The robe's color changes to a pale gray if anyone other than the owner adorns it, and saps away their HP by 3d20 per round. You can't attune to the Robe of Blue Flames unless it chooses you as its owner, with whom it bonds with until they die. You gain these benefits while wearing the robe. Now, some of these I sent to you, these are not active. Some of these are not active, and you'll have to check on which ones those are. But I sent those to you in Snapchat.
Yep.
If you aren't wearing armor, your base armor class is 13 plus your dexterity modifier. That is now what you have. You have advantage on saving throws against 3rd level spells and below. But not minor magical effects, just 3rd level spells and below. Your spell DC has not changed. You do not take half damage. But however, when channeling the power of the blue flame 3 times per long rest, you can change any fire damage to cold damage. So that is what you have.
Sin just became a little bit more scarier. Got it.
Sin is the squishiest out of all of y'all.
We watched you one-shot a demon. I don't want to hear it from you.
Got it.
Okay, good, bear. I just sent you my god.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Okay.
So that is now your new robe. And it is flickering with power. You feel a little bit tougher, as if you aren't so squishy anymore. And on top of that, you have a couple of other magical effects basically waft over you as you wear the robe.
So it's just gonna like shiver and then kind of look at all the others like, I don't know what the fuck that was, but it was kind of cool.
Very spoopy, but we shouldn't just, magically put on items without checking with the mages about what they do first. That could have been real bad.
Alright.
Anything that whispers for you to grab it or put it on, let's just mark that as a check out a little further option. I'm glad it turned
Fair
out well
enough.
this time. I'm
Fair
glad
enough.
it was a good thing this time, but let's just moving forward. Let's double check things like that.
So
Let me see the other one.
Someone's gonna hang her head like, alright.
okay.
I'm a one hand the fucking
The candles.
Shit.
No, let me try!
I'm one handed the reins, but
I don't know if it's a good idea to let the person who just randomly throws on magical items drive, but
take the reins.
you grab onto the robe, and it's just a plain robe. It's a nice robe, but it's a plain robe.
That fucking cheapskate.
were we supposed to get 2 of those?
He said it.
Okay. So hear
He
me
said
out.
it was magical. That fucker lied to me.
Okay, so hear me out. We don't like him. So when we go to this city and speak to the other royalties, we could say that he said bad things about them and sow some discord.
Oh.
So maybe they take him out of power.
Oh.
I am
Got
all
it. You want
about
to cause a war? Okay.
I'm
Oh
all
no
about
no
it.
no 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 no
Chaos.
no no! You know what?
If
You know
we-
no no. Hold on. I got an idea. I got an idea. You know what I'm gonna do? I should glyph a warding this fucking thing and put something on it.
I don't know if I trust you because
You know-
you yesterday were you
Jesus
almost killed Aphrodite.
You almost what, Mighty?
We
I
forgot
can-
about that part.
Did he
I
just
didn't
say
forget
you
about
almost
that.
sold Bitey?
No. He almost
No.
killed Aphrodite because he
Oh.
decided to send out a message that wasn't like
The
Close
DM
channel.
took me too literally. Not my problem.
you chose open channel. Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
The DM took me too literally. Not my problem.
How to derail a campaign in 2 seconds.
Arthur
POV.
lately.
Oh my god.
I am.
Wait. We spoke with Aphrodite? You know, the
Oh
goddess
yeah,
of beauty?
she's- Yeah,
I
she
missed-
likes
you-
me.
continue to
We're
argue.
friends.
She was
I
nice.
missed the goddess of beauty.
Yeah, you missed. You
Oh,
missed. She
Nice.
wouldn't. She has poor
likes
taste
me.
in men. I'll say that.
Oh,
I'm poor taste in men.
When you say when you say I have she has poor taste in men, you hear a shiver. You feel a shiver down your spine as if Barangar heard that.
Fuck. Oh my god.
I'm gonna
Look,
look Arthur
she
dead in the
likes
face
me.
as he shivers. And I'm
I
gonna go,
saved her.
I'm gonna look Arthur dead in the face and go, I'm poor taste in men.
Sen's gonna get
Yeah,
distracted
you-
driving, by the way.
If you say so.
Anywho, so
I'm gonna. You know. I wanna put. I should put an explosive rune on this thing and mail it back to him.
If the item of glyph is moved more than 15 feet, the glyph disappears.
Oh
Here's
damn.
the problem. Here's the problem with
do
that. You would know it was us.
Nah.
No, but so
Just
the only
to-
reason we couldn't,
I say we
you
kill
know,
him.
deal with him,
No,
honestly,
We'll, have,
Yeah.
we'll kill.
I brought that up.
We'll do some. We'll do something. We'll get back him eventually.
Now listen. You said sow seeds of chaos, and I'm
So
back.
I
Arthur
would-
just,
That's
Arthur
my-
just takes the fucking
My
robe and just
whole
chucks it.
job.
Hey!
It's fuck him. No.
I was driving.
Yes, you're doing good.
So
Eyes on the dirt road.
this, I'm gonna take Abelin to the back of the cart.
mhm.
We'll figure this out. They're playing goody goodies. No, I don't like this guy. I want him dead. We find way, but we can't do it because then we start a world coming after us, and we become the bad guys, like the super bad guys.
Listen. I'm gonna put a hand on Nox's shoulder. I'm like, listen. I'm not gonna do anything. All I know is wherever we're going, this guy was talking mad shit about the leader, about him, saying that they're poor and they've got no taste in women, and that he treats his citizens way better than this guy treats their citizens, and that if he wanted, you could steamroll the whole town. That's all I know. He said.
I'm
Sen's
not
gonna pipe up
against
from the
this.
front. That's what I was saying.
I'm not against this. Look, we can have them fight, and we'll find a way to make them believe us.
You know
we
what?
got a fucking
Did
silver
any-
tongue person.
Did anybody see his signature on any documents?
No.
No,
Do we know how to spell his name?
Did we
I
check the
don't.
boxes for a note?
wanna
There
check
is
box
no
check
there is no note within the boxes. You would have found it.
I want to check the boxes for his signature on anything or the town's sigil.
Nope.
You're telling me we're taking trade items and there's nothing identifying where we got them from?
Nope. They are gifts
supposed
of
to
they
know
are
them.
gifts of goodwill traded to the noble Arthur, the great noble Arthur.
Don't forget.
Hold on. Do we still have that fucking robe?
What
Which robe? Last I heard, Arthur just threw it out of the cart. So
Damn it, Arthur. Robes always carry sigils of where they came from. Sin, does your robe have a sigil on it?
I don't
Yeah,
know,
but I'm
does
not
it?
giving up
I'm gonna
her
stand
sigil.
up from the front.
there is no sigil on her robe.
Mine's
Hey,
not going
hey,
anywhere. Sen's
hey,
gonna pull
hey.
the rope around her.
send a. What's your bird's name? Send the bird after it. Can he get it?
No. He's a smart little birdie, but he doesn't know how to draw.
No. I'm saying, can he grab the piece of paper and bring it?
The robe?
The robe.
Could I have Sonny grab it before it disappears? Because he's right with us.
It's tough to say because a seagull. It depends on what a seagull's carry weight would be.
A couple pounds.
It's a robe.
It's a fairly large robe. That's the only reason as to why I say. And I'm not saying it's like it was basically an armored robe. It's not like some, small itty bitty thing. It's got some light padded armor on it.
Okay.
So a seagull can lift about half its body weight, and they weigh about 120 grams.
Okay. What's 120
Or
grams in freedom units?
Body after it.
A seagull weighs 1.75 kilograms, which equates to 3.85, round up 3.9 pounds.
Okay. So in that case, it would be 3.9 pounds. You're talking probably about. Yeah, it could lift it. Yeah, it could lift the armor. Okay.
Math, baby.
So Sonny goes and grabs the robe, and brings it back.
Is there a sigil on this robe?
No.
Oh my god.
Do not throw the robe out.
So
He's I told you he's a piece of shit.
look,
Does the cart we are riding in have a sigil?
No, this
No,
cart did not
no.
come from Romulus. This cart came from Solaris.
Ra.
Yeah, Ra gave us this fucking car. Honestly, we
This
should
guy's
check
a
this.
dick.
No.
Okay,
can't
so look, we will just tell them what he said, and since Arthur's playing noble, which I'm going to give him a distasteful look.
What was that, bodyguard?
I'm going to Nando smack Arthur in the back of the head.
Roll the hit.
A light backhand. Nope. Okay, I'll roll the hit, but I'm not rolling for damage. 15 to hit.
It hits. He
Miss.
smacks you upside. It misses.
Oh,
You
wait,
go.
Miss.
Unarmed.
You go to.
Unarmed is a 22.
Unarmed is a
I rolled a 15 plus 7.
Does that hit?
Well, yeah.
In that case, you lightly bring up your backhand and just tap him on the back of the head.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to do damage. I don't want to do that much to him. I told you, keep calling me that shit.
You think this discourages me? You're wrong.
I'll tell Tyr on you. I don't have a god yet.
Please
Okay,
do. now.
okay. Here. Let me just ask you guys this. Does anyone know what this guy looks and sounds like?
He sounds like the snobbiest. He sounds like a total snob, and that he would enjoy the taste of his own shit.
Perfect.
Sounds
So,
like a dragon shit him out.
I want to ask another question. Is this going to take us a full day to get where we're going?
It's going to take you longer than a day. It's going to take you about a week or
Perfect.
longer.
So I'm going to look at the group, and I'm going to ask them to describe him in detail, the sound of his voice and what he looks like.
Okay.
Well,
Considering
if I
that
could-
we did fool him into thinking that Aphrodite, aka Queen Carissa, liked him, could we give him a very good description?
Oh yeah, I mean you could give him a very good description, and I'll give you the full rundown of what he looks like.
Yes, his voice was like, yeah, so this is, oh, good. That's what he
He
sounded.
sounded like a Squidward.
And he was
Like
missing
a
a
pretty
leg.
Squidward.
He sounded like Squilliam, fancy son. Yeah.
They do their best impressions to give it to you, and
Out of nowhere, you're just gonna watch Knox start chain smoking at the talk of this man. By the way,
Oh dear.
And he was obnoxiously fat.
See a picture of this guy.
I do not have a picture of Romulus.
he hasn't
Okay,
shown us
okay.
a picture.
Can I like transfer a picture from my memory to him?
Yeah.
To his
Yeah. You transfer a picture of him to give you a brief description of what
so-
he looks like. He is a portly man who seems like he's let himself go a little bit. He has a wooden peg leg, and his hair is white, like bleach white.
Perfect. So I'm going to look at everyone and go, so something like this, right? And I'm going to use a 3rd level spell slot and cast Major Image and create an image of a creature, which is him, and use it to speak through and go, I think all the other lords are fucking stupid, and I'm the best lord there is.
Oh god, you guys are gonna
His
start a
allies.
war.
Ah, that's perfect.
Something like this?
And you said that we couldn't attack him. You didn't say we couldn't cause a war.
You're gonna
You
start
said
a
if we
war.
attacked him, the world would hate us.
So something like this, guys, right?
Yes,
Oh.
perfectly.
Perfect. I don't need a sigil or a letter. I'm just gonna say he sent us with a voice message.
Oh god.
I have one better. Arthur, can you telepathically replay a memory for somebody if it's altered?
Can I If you're asking me if I can alter a memory,
So hear me out. If we alter your memory and say that he's talking all of this trash about other kingdoms,
You don't
And you
You don't
beam
understand. We don't gotta alter the memory. Here, I'm gonna cast a second major illusion and make the background behind the man look like the palace. What do you want him to say?
just start talking trash about all the other kingdoms.
And their wives.
Jesus.
And their mamas.
God. Is this a cantrip or is this a?
This is a third level spell slot.
You're using two
Oh
third
my
level
God.
spell slots.
It's okay.
Jesus
We're gonna
Christ.
be
I get a long rest.
just to make this grand lie and destroy this man's life. Because fuck him.
Yes.
Okay.
I am all for this. The only thing that would stop me from this is if, a god showed up and said he would make sure he pays. That's all I'm saying.
Depending on which god.
Anywho, as you all are
First kingdom we
traversing,
get to, I, Lord Arthur,
Ah.
will,
Now
take,
listen.
will take this
I want-
message.
I want to make him say that, Lord Arthur, I have a message for you to deliver. And I want him to say that I want you to deliver the message that the neighboring kingdoms are all trash. They're all peasants in comparison to my kingdom. And that if they really wanted to go to war with me, they would lose in the first place, and they just shouldn't. That you brave adventurers are the reason that they are still alive, and I have not issued my own declarations of war, as per the contractual agreement you four made me sign. Other than that, I think they're all drunks, hillbillies, and belong in the trash. And then I'll let the illusions fade.
Oh my god.
Just replay that memory for people.
Yeah, so technically we have a real number of saying.
Wow. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this.
And if anyone checks your memory, it's not altered.
Exactly.
I
So
saw
there's
it.
no yeah, that was a real thing that just happened.
Oh dear.
You
All right.
forgot. I obtained third level spell slots last turn.
Oh man. All right. Well, with that, you all head further into the desert, and as you're driving along, you've left Lucerys at this point, and and it's early morning, by the way. As you're leaving, you make it somewhere to right around the middle of here. And the sun is probably starting to set, to be honest, at this point, because you journeyed quite a bit of a ways. So the sun is beginning to set, and you look around at the desert sands swirling a little bit in the wind.
Am I driving now?
Sin is still driving.
You've driven for a day.
I've never driven before.
So, you're driving along. The sun gets a little lower. It's pretty much set beyond the horizon, and it's about to be nighttime.
You would say that we've had 8 hours?
You haven't slept. You've been in a cart on a trip.
A long rest technically classifies as any 8-hour period where the character is resting. Doesn't mean
I forgot
sleeping.
about that.
It's
I-
downtime if we're not in combat or doing something strenuous.
I guess
Oh,
yes, it would have been 8
According
hours.
to the player's handbook. That's what it says.
Oh my gosh.
I guess. Well, the player's handbook is only part of the rules here. Remember,
You did
Hey.
clarify that you said you guessed, so I'm gonna take it as a long rest.
I would guess that it has been about 8 hours, and I will give you a long rest.
Yay.
How's that sound?
I appreciate that. Ding 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 ding.
Dear God.
Hey,
I will-
pass me some of the wine back there, right?
It is gone, bud.
Fuck!
Gosh.
It has been 8 hours, and you left Ablin unattended with wine.
I went through fucking pulls the
Did you
curtain
drink
back.
all that
Why
wine?
did you drink? You
Okay,
drunk
I did.
all the wine.
Oh my God, Caesar, please
My character is
Why?
wasted.
It was
roll. There's no reason
Yeah,
to
there's
roll
no
a
point in rolling.
constitution.
My character
'Cause
is blitzed. He's passed out.
Do me a favor, roll me a d20 because I want to see exactly how drunk you are at this
That is
point.
a natural 1, DM.
Oh,
no.
lordy, lordy, lord.
Knox has not drunk shit.
Give me 2 fucking seconds,
Ugh.
please.
Cleveland is beyond gone.
Knox does not drink.
And that's a 91. Okay.
Oh my
So, Ablin is blasted drunk to the point where he cannot coherently function. He is not blackout drunk, but he is pretty much not functioning.
I'm just gonna take a nap back here, guys.
As he says this, the sands of the distance begin to burst up in clouds of, I guess, dust and sand flying everywhere, and they're moving straight at you.
God.
Anyone got a healing spell?
Healing
I
will
have-
not recover drunkenness.
No, it would
there-
have to be like lesser restoration, right?
yeah, like a
Or
restoration.
It would have to be a restoration spell of some kind to remove.
I'll cast Aura of Purity.
Okay.
That'll work.
Does that do poison then?
Let's see. In my aura, you can't become diseased, resistant to poison, has advantage on saving throws against effects that cause any falling conditions, blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned, and/or stunned.
Everything.
Okay.
I'm gonna be pissed that you just instant sobered me, but okay.
So you get instant sobered. You have a massive fucking hangover instantaneously within 5 seconds.
Yeah, figured that was coming.
And you are just in a state of shock,
It's off.
stupor, and anger.
Yep.
Not the time, Ablin. Wake up.
I'm gonna
Company's coming.
I'm gonna look directly in Arthur and be like, look, this better be a fucking emergency, because I now have a pounding fucking headache.
I grab him, pull him through the front of the car and point to the fucking sand mass coming our way.
What is that?
That is why I sobered you.
This is just the music. This isn't this
Fair.
isn't like a picture.
That's
Uh,
from Dark
Oh,
Souls 3.
okay.
That's fair.
Actually, this is a Dark Souls mod called Arch Thrones, which I may one day play, and this guy right here made all the music for it, and he's all Creative Commons. So thank you, Soulless Composer, you beautiful person, you.
Arthur, did you ever upgrade your hammer?
Yeah, the Twink and Dink
yeah.
upgraded it.
I'm gonna turn to Arthur.
How good is it?
How good is it?
Oh,
Arthur?
+3 now, right? Yeah, +3.
Yes, your hammers are +3.
I'm gonna look to Arthur with
Frostbane
very
is +3 now
clear-
too.
No, you only handed him the one. That's right.
Yeah, I'm about to
I'm
say.
gonna look at him with very clear alcohol in my breath and go like, yeah, that's a pretty good fucking reason to wake me up.
The sand clouds get closer and closer and closer, and then they just disappear. They're gone. They were right on top of you or right about to hit you, and they're gone.
I don't like
I-
none of those.
I'm gonna roll
Crack the reins!
for-
Crack the reins! They need to go faster!
Oh, okay.
I'm going to draw both swords and enter a rage.
Okay.
I'm gonna click my knuckles
So
together and get
I'm
ready.
in rage when we start combat.
Sin's gonna crack the reins.
You crack the reins, and as you do, 2 monstrosities appear before you. I have pictures.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's the fucking picture I saw earlier. cheeky fucking
If I can find it.
Spider?
dungeon master.
Where is it?
Yeah, that's what you get.
Oh my
Also,
god.
get rid of the fucking pictures. Holy shit.
My guy. I plan on
Don't-
reusing this campaign at some point. There it is.
Don't my guy mean nothing.
Two hideous monstrosities appear,
Aw.
one in front of the cart, one behind it. They burst out from underneath the sand, mouths agape, rows of dagger teeth before you in long, egated bodies. The camels stop
Disgusting!
the camels stop in fear as these things pop up, one behind you, one in front of you.
Can I intimidate the camels to make them go regardless?
They are too frightened by these things.
They're about to be more frightened than me in a minute.
To move. But yes, this is what appears before you. Basically, these are what you would recognize these as from the world that you came from is similar to that of a purple worm. But they aren't like purple worms. They're different in every way, shape, and form. But you have heard of these before, and I will tell you that you've heard of these before. This can only be one creature that you have heard of from other people. This is a sandworm.
As I
No
enter
shit.
my rage, you are going to see a tail appear behind me.
Nice, like the tail.
What the fuck? Why is there ham on my...
Fucking random comment. So anyway, anywho, let me go ahead and pull up your map.
6th level spell, ham.
It's actually fifth level.
Oh, I'm gonna spit roast these fucking things.
Actually, hang on. No, you're back here. You're up here. You're back here. And Nox is here. Okay. And then I forgot to add the fucking... Hang on.
Oh, you are not ready.
Not the camels.
Sent back. Oh, that's too far!
You just put it beside us or above us, and
There we
we'll
go.
understand that we're still in it.
Okay. There we
So each square is 10 feet?
go. So, you are 5 by 5 feet.
Each square is 5 by 5 feet?
No, each square is 10 by 10. You are 5 by 5.
Each square is 10 feet. Got it.
Yes, each square is 10 feet.
That's all I needed to know.
These are gargantuan creatures, so
That's
they are fucking massive. Not as big as Shinka, but they are fucking massive. These two monstrosities appear before you, one behind you, one in front of you. The carriage is underneath you. You are all still in the carriage, and the carriage has stopped. Everybody, what do you want to do?
Well, I'd like to cast a spell.
Hang on. If you're casting a spell, we have to enter initiative.
I don't know what the fuck else we would do in this situation.
I mean, we're trapped. Like, we're not getting away from these things.
Oh, baby. I'm so happy you said that.
Right? Like, we're not, like, we can't get away. The camels won't move.
Oh, there's other ways that you can get out of this situation, but I'm not
Okay,
going to
hold
tell you.
on.
Fucking
Taking a left turn.
how-
I would like to see if Sunny can communicate with the sandworms.
What the fuck?
You would like to see if Sunny can communicate with the sandworms. The seagull, who is trying to communicate to the massive monstrosities that look very hungry.
Sometimes animals can talk to each other. I don't want them to leave. I just want them to squawk. Sometimes animals can talk to each other. You never know.
Sunny squawks, and there is no response.
Okay. Noted.
Okay,
I'm just gonna put Sunny in a little-
intimidate the camels to make them go?
You know what? I will give you an attempt, but you're going to have to be going up against the sandworms intimidation on them.
I'd like to
So-
assist and cast prestidigitation in front of the camel's eyes to make it look like the sandworms aren't there.
You cannot do that.
Why? It's a cantrip.
Can we?
I
cast
understand that it's a
intimidation
cantrip, but you
to-
can't fucking make the sandworms disappear.
I'm not making the sandworms
Put-
disappear.
Put
I'm making an image in front of the camel's eyes that would obstruct their vision to make it look like the sandworms have disappeared.
I mean, if you want to charge straight at a sandworm, go ahead.
I'm not saying we go straight at the sandworm. I'm just trying to help with the intimidation from Arthur.
I'll wait for them to do what they're doing.
So with that, 24 intimidation.
24? Okay. Hang on, I have to pull up the stat block for these things.
I'm trying to help, alright? I'm just trying to make it so the camels are a lot less scared of them and a lot more scared of you.
So, let's see. It was page 255.
Do we know anything about these and what they would want?
You've heard of these creatures before, and you know that they are sandworms, and that is all currently.
They are.
They
what?
are what?
Sandworms.
Yeah, but do we know what they would want?
You know that they are ravenous creatures who are very, very hungry.
You're cutting in and out, dog.
You know that they are random creatures that are very, very hungry.
Well, you make it sound like they're like more intelligent than they look.
Do we have any food on us?
In the boxes?
You have your
I have a-
supplies, but I don't think that's going to be enough to feed them, considering they are fucking massive. But hey,
Well, what the fuck else? Okay.
No, wait, hold on. How fast are they?
very.
Like faster than our camels?
Yes, by a lot.
Oh yeah.
That would be a waste of a spell slot.
Yeah, don't even. Yeah.
As their movement speed is 50 feet.
What the fuck?
Not to mention they also have a burrowing speed.
Burrowing speed.
Okay, so what? I don't
I
understand
have
how.
so many questions.
I don't understand how we would get away from this.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think we're just gonna have to fight it.
Yeah. Yeah. you know what? Yeah. We'll still, we'll use the intimidation roll with them with the
You're-
camels.
You're going to try to use the intimidation roll to move the camels. That was a 24.
I prestidigate like their favorite smell.
With a nat 20, you are not
Huh?
going to get it.
Bro, come on. Oh
we're just
my
trying
God.
to get the camels out of the fucking way.
Okay. Always a goddamn nat 20. Fuck me.
That was in fact a natty 20, and that was not the pink die, by the way.
You need to just put.
Okay.
I guess we'll have to. We're just gonna have to split up or I don't know.
No. We're definitely not splitting up. That is a terrible fucking idea.
Charge one of them. I guess. I don't know.
I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay, so in that case, we are going to combat. Everybody roll initiative.
12.
Natural 20.
16. Fucking thank you.
That's 1.
Initiative
And
plus
that's
2.
2.
I got a natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. Paper, because this has been a long time since I've done this. We're going to do this on this sheet of paper, and we'll flip back to that one when we need it. Okay, let's go ahead and start the music. Is that too loud?
I'm good at my side.
Ah. I got a 16.
Cesar with a nat 20 is gonna go first.
I'm gonna twin spell, and I'm gonna cast Tidal Wave.
Hang on. I have to write everybody else's shit down.
Hold your titties there, bucko.
Okay. Did anybody have anything higher than a 16?
18.
18? Okay.
Arthur, yours was 16 plus your initiative.
Yeah. No. 16. That was 16 total.
Oh, okay.
And then we have Arthur. And then Nox, what did you get?
12.
12? Okay. Okay. Here we go. Starting with Ablin, as he got a nat 20, and none of the worms got a nat 20.
I'm going to step to the middle of the cart so I can see both worms out the front and back.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Stin and go, I've also been practicing, just as you have been practicing as a barbarian. I'm gonna clap my hands together, and I'm gonna separate my hands, and I'm gonna twin spell the 3rd level spell Tidal Wave.
Oh shit.
Okay. Go ahead.
Position it 10 feet in front of them. What Tidal Wave does, you conjure a wave of water that crashes down on an area within range of 120 feet. This is a 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, 10 foot tall tidal wave.
So
Each
a
creature in
30
that
feet
area,
long, 10 foot wide, and 10 foot tall tidal wave?
yes.
Okay.
So that encases both of them completely.
They are not 10 feet tall. They are
Almost, you know what I mean.
They are way taller than 10 feet tall.
That's fine. Each creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 4d8 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage and is not knocked prone.
They cannot be knocked prone. So
They can't, but the sand underneath them can turn into quicksand.
also any sand that's are you like pushing this tidal wave?
It moves, yes.
Okay. Then in that case, anything that's around you as well is also going to get turned into quicksand. So you
30
take
feet.
yeah.
I'm positioning this in the center of both of them.
Yeah.
So we are not within 30 feet of their center. We are 10 feet away from it. I checked.
I understand. You said you're pushing it directly away from you. You aren't spawning this in front of them. This is you are.
No. You're not. It's a 120 foot range, and it crashes down on them, like from the sky.
You're creating a wall of water that crashes down on them from the sky.
Yep, and then spans out 30 feet when it hits.
Okay.
Tidal wave, baby. I'm Moses in the desert.
That's why I asked. Is it moving away from you?
No. It's a point in 30 feet, and it's a 30 feet long, 10 foot wide, and 10 feet tall.
Okay. So do you? What was the save?
They have to save on dexterity, and that is. Oh, I gotta go to my spell save.
Yeah, I need
14.
to know. 14. They both beat it with a 19 and a 15.
Damn.
That's fucking lame. So
They still
then
take half
it
damage.
is. Yeah, they still take half damage.
Okay.
It still did something.
So go ahead and roll your damage.
4d6. Or 48. 8,
That
7,
Quite-
7, 2. 10, 24. And then half of 24 is. So they each take 12 damage, and then the ground around them is super wet.
Okay. So they take 12 damage. The ground being wet around them doesn't affect them. In fact, it makes it easier for them to
They've
move.
never even seen water. It's a sand. Okay.
Are the worms wet too?
Yes.
As of the
worms are
current
wet.
moment, yes, the worms are wet.
Good.
Oh dear.
So give me 2 seconds. Hang on.
That's
let
my
me-
turn.
12 damage.
Good.
each.
Good. You did good. You did good, Hasselhoff. You
So
did good.
that is how many
Appropriate
residents
pun.
do we have? That many? Okay.
I just thought it'd be a cool thing to do. Tidal wave.
Wet and wild.
Well, I was thinking if they live in the desert and wet the desert, like you flood a desert, it's the things in the desert can't survive.
These are burrowing creatures. They are.
They
They are.
can't burrow in wet sand.
It doesn't matter. They are. Okay, so sand can be loose like water. It can also be hard like rock. These things can burrow through almost anything,
Would it
including hard
possibly
stone.
be happy that it's wet and be building sandcastles.
So just making the sand wet doesn't affect them at all.
Your what? Your tail does what? 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 That's so. Okay.
So, anywho, these worms are a little angry that they got a little bit of a bath, and Sandworm 1, which is the one here on the right, is going to be moving inwards. With a 50-foot movement speed, they're gonna make it up to you. Or Sandworm 1 is. And Sandworm 1 is going to... Oh man, okay. Sandworm 1 is going to look straight at Ablin. Considering the fact that he's the one that just cast that spell. And is going to start by trying to bite him.
Reaction shield.
What does it do? What does it do?
The shield spell is a first level spell. Hold on. It raises my AC by 5.
For a level 1 spell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's your AC now?
Shield, baby!
Yeah.
My armor class right now is 20.
Your AC is 20.
Yes.
Okay.
Till the end of turn.
Okay.
Basically, my next turn is when my AC goes back down.
Let's see. They get a plus what? Oh, that's not gonna help you at all. With a 15 on the die and a plus 14 to hit, they're gonna blast straight through that.
Figures.
And this is not homebrew, by the way. This is I'm actually proxying these things. This is not my doing. Let's see. So that is 3d8 plus 9. And I need you to save on a DC 19 dexterity saving throw.
Not hard for Ablin. 15 on the die.
Oh.
30 save.
Okay. Wait. Yes, it is a dexterity save.
What saves? Oh wait, I have advantage on that too.
Well, it doesn't matter if you've already saved. I mean,
Doesn't matter. But
it's-
the next roll was 19 anyway, so.
oh, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for D8.
I have advantage on dexterity saving throws because I have danger sense.
Yep, all barbarians with danger sense.
Ablin Dangerfest.
By the way, we are. I just want to mention something. Because of the fact that all these rule changes have been going on, we are not transitioning to D&D 5, D&D 5.5 edition. Yeah, we're not transferring to 5.5 edition. We're staying with 5th edition for the time being. I'm just letting everybody know we aren't going by the new stuff. Wowzers, that's some pretty hefty damage there. That is that plus that plus that is that plus that. Wow. He almost did max damage.
Save.
That is 31 damage. You were not swallowed by the worm.
The fucking what?
So
We're gonna have to deal with that.
congrats for you. But the worm did bite you and grabbed onto you with its teeth. Now it's gonna attack you with its stinger.
Yeah.
The tail from the worm, after it grabs onto you, its body coils around, and you see a large, horrendous stinger dripping with venom. Go and attempt to stab Ablin, which
28.
is going to be. Oh. I even used a different die this time from the first one, and it was in fact it was a nat 20.
Silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs. Let's re-roll that. Let's see what happens. Still hits, but it is not a critical.
Does this also have plus 14 to hit?
Yes.
Jeez.
Both attacks have
It
plus
has
14.
our whole armor class. There's no way these things will miss. But none of us are gonna get missed by this. Period.
Okay.
Yeah, he would have to roll a 2, like a 2.
No, even a
Three.
2 still hits us.
Not me.
But if he's got plus 14, that's a 17.
Yeah, plus
It's a
14.
16.
Plus 14, if I had a 2, it would be 16. So,
He has to
Still
roll
misses.
a 1 on the die for most of us.
It would still, yeah. It'd still miss me, but
unless I roll a 1 or a 2, it's going to be big well, if I roll a 1, it doesn't matter what happens. Did I
You need
not
to- you need-
fucking...
you need to roll a 5 or higher to hit me.
Is your AC like 25?
It's 19.
Oh.
14. You need 14 plus 5 match.
Okay.
How do you get 14 plus 5?
No, he said that he would have to roll
I
higher
know, but
than a
where do you
5
get
to
plus
hit him.
5 to his AC?
I have 19
You
armor
didn't.
class. I've had that for a while now.
Let's see. So, he's gonna hit. That does different damage. That is not the same as the bite.
If it does poison, or the aura is still up.
No, it's not. I'm not sure what damage it does. I like I said, I proxied these, so I haven't even looked at what they do. Okay, so damage is gonna be. Oh my god, he almost did max damage again. Holy fuck.
The time I TPK'd my team.
Hey, this is the dice, not me.
You're DM.
I
The
am
time I
DM, but that
TPK'd my
doesn't mean that I control what the dice do.
Bad vibe.
Don't you fucking dare.
Send bad vibes.
Bad God.
No, so you need to make a Constitution 19 saving throw for me. Oh
Can I
wait,
give
is
him the
poison completely negated?
Yep.
Oh, if
Or-
poison's
yeah.
completely negated, then it wouldn't matter. So if poison is completely negated for that one, it doesn't matter. But you are still going to take 25 points of damage from the tail.
I helped you a little bit, man.
And well, it's actually good that you did that because if he had failed a DC 19 Constitution saving throw, he would have taken 12d6 poison damage, or half as much poison damage on a successful. So,
Do you think they attack twice?
yes, they get multi-attack. One with bite, one with tail.
We are
So
not
both of
equipped
them-
for this shit.
So both of them have attacked now?
That is
only
both
one.
of that one's attack. And
And
that...
now released from his jaw.
Oh, yes, he has let you go. It is now Sin's turn.
Okay, so. Oh, fuck, what do I do?
Hurt him. Or
Okay,
yeah.
so
Yeah,
Sim's
hard-
gonna see that and then look at Evelyn and like just bring both of her hands up to her face, cover her eyes, and then she's gonna twin spell Psychic Lance. And I'm gonna try to hurt them at the same time as trying to get them the fuck away from us and leave. Like, I'm trying to use the Psychic Lance to encourage them to leave us alone.
Okay.
So hold on, so I can mark it off as I'm going. Because I gotta do points and that. 2, 3, 4. So. Okay. 4th level. So they will both have to make a intelligence saving throw of 17.
I'm gonna make an intelligence saving. I have to make an intelligence saving throw of 17.
For both of them.
Yeah.
Oh man,
They should be dumb.
They don't get very good stuff to that.
Dumb as hail.
Okay.
And what happens if they fail?
I'll give you a second. Hold on.
Can't
Nature, see what the rage alternatively. Failed save, they take 7d6 psychic damage.
Woo!
Excuse the fuck out of me? She does what?
Oh my god.
Incapacitated
She
until the and they're incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
They're
Uh,
fucking what?
They are immune to incapacitation. But that damage is going to go through.
Okay, so
He just say 7d6?
yes.
Because they
Oh.
both of them failed that save as they are dumb as shit, and they get a -5 to their intelligence rolls. So
They do they?
Oh, I just rolled 3 6s. Alright, so far I have 6, 6, 6. Hold on, so I can count right. 4, 4, and then I gotta do 2 more.
remember that you just do damage for the one and then damage for the other.
Okay, damage for 1 and then damage. Okay, so for the first one, 6 and then 5. Oh shit, alright. 24. 8. A lot of fucking math, man.
So would we have enough knowledge to know what hunts sandworms?
There is nothing that hunts sandworms in this environment. They are pretty much the apex predator.
Do we know anything that would scare sandworms?
No.
Okay, so the first one takes 37 damage.
Holy shit! All right. Well, goddamn.
And he would be incapacitated if they could be incapacitated, apparently. So, and then the second one.
You just fucking wrecked that sandworm. Goddamn.
Now, keep in mind, I did say that I was trying to encourage them very, very harshly to go away and leave us alone.
Oh yeah.
Fuck off.
They
Fuck off!
the first one's pissed. I'm gonna put it that way.
Holy shit.
You hit that worm real fucking hard.
6, 6, 6, 5, 3, and then 2 more. Oh my gosh, go through. Okay. 4. My dice don't want to go through my tower. And another 6. Alright.
Because you broke it.
I did not break it. Okay.
I didn't know.
The second one takes 36.
36 damage. Wow. Good job, Sin.
So
Yeah.
I know they can't be incapacitated, but
Yep.
since I am can I try to get them to leave? Like with that? Since it is psychic damage, like can I use?
The psychic damage is just going to hit them really hard, but the problem is that they're stupid, so they aren't exactly catching the hint. So it's more along the lines of base instinct food, and that's about it.
Okay, so because that's just my action. So would I be able to like? We're all still in the cart, right?
All except for Ablin, who has jumped out of the cart.
Oh dear.
I didn't jump out of the car. I was ripped out of the car.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets spit back in. Damn it! All right.
I want to clarify that. I didn't jump out of the car. I was ripped out of the car.
Could
You can move, but you would. Well, actually, you can only move if you disengage because this big monstrous sandworm is directly in front of you, which you can't disengage because you just attacked. But the sandworm is if you
How tall is this thing?
really fucking tall. Like these things are probably, if I had to give you a good estimate as to what to say height wise, these things are probably somewhere along, like you're talking dune size sandworms.
So like 30 feet.
Yeah, 30, 40 feet tall in D&D metric.
Exact
Perfect.
height.
If we're talking lore accuracy, these things are probably somewhere along the lines of 100 feet tall.
D&D wise, they're 40. Got it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I need the exact height.
Because there's no real way to. Well, actually, yes, there is. Yeah, they are about somewhere along the lines of, in terms of whether it be D&D or lore wise, they are somewhere around 100 feet tall. They're big.
What does that do?
Anyways. That is Sandworm 1's turn. Moving on to... Oh, wait. I'm sorry. It was Sin's turn. Never mind. I'm dumb.
You said it, not me. No.
Anything else you can do, Sin?
Yeah, as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Healing Light on Ablin.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm good for now.
Okay, well then I guess I'm not gonna cast it.
Save the spell slot for when you do.
You don't get to
That
deny
wasn't
my
a spell
fucking
slot.
heals.
I'm gonna
So
say that is your one metagame for this session.
Oh shit, yeah,
You
sorry.
don't get to deny my fucking healing, boy.
Next time, smack him in the forehead with it.
Donk.
Who the fuck you think you are?
Think I'm Ablin. Ablin Origin.
Okay, oh my god.
I'm rooting, taking nail and shooting north, boy.
I guess we're just gonna stay there because I don't want to move the cart away from Evelyn.
Okay. In that case, up next is Arthur.
Okay. So I'm gonna do something a little bit fun. So what I'm going to do is I am going for my action. I'm going to use my divine. I'm going to use my divine gift, my first divine gift, and I'm going to which lets me cast a 6th level spell.
Go for it.
So,
fuck 'em.
and I'm going to cast Planar Ally.
What does that do?
I get to beseech. I get to beseech an otherworldly entity for aid, and the being must be known to me. So I'm going to beseech Torn to send me a celestial to fight with, to come down here and help me.
Fuck.
And they are.
I don't have a stat block for something like that.
Making the creature appear in an unoccupied space within the range.
Don't just call any angel.
And if I know a specific creature's name, I can speak that name when you cast a spell. So guess who I'm asking for.
Okay, hang on. I have to look up 2 creatures now. This is gonna fucking suck. Okay.
Actually, yeah. I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
I have to control 3 creatures now. One is a good guy, one is a bad guy. So, or 2 are
I'm
a
gonna
bad
give
guy.
you. I'm gonna give you a name as well.
All right, that's the name.
Polymorph.
I'm proxing, so.
I'm giving you a name. Don't it's not who you think. This is lore. This is gonna be good for lore.
Who are you calling upon?
Arthur, to kind of put some spice on it, Arthur will close his eyes and he will call out to the heavens above, call out to the celestial realm, and he will say in his message, it's like, Raphael, you knew, I beseech you for aid. For I may not be the Arthur you knew, but I am him in every way. Please help me defeat these horrible creatures. If you truly are, or truly were, Arthur's brother.
Alright. God almighty, here we go.
Bring me the Archangel Raphael.
Fuck. Hang on, I have to look up something now because I hadn't planned to bring this character into lore. Okay. Before you, a golden light appears, and swaths the area. The worms look into the golden light, and before you appears none other than Raphael, the Archangel. And he looks upon you. Where am I? What's going on?
Well,
I heard a call for help, and the voice sounded familiar.
it is familiar to you in a way. I look at him.
He looks at you a little closer. Artorial?
Indeed. And then I show my wings, but don't go into my angel form yet.
By the gods above, you live.
Well, it's a long story. But right now I need you. And I point to the sandworms. Help. If you were Artoriel's brother, then help me slay these foul monsters.
He looks at the two sandworms. Huh. I see this is a bit of an issue. Oh, very well. I'll help you. But this is, there's no need for fighting. I don't understand why you fight these creatures. You realize that they can be tamed, correct?
What?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What do you say?
I want a sandworm pet. How do I tame them?
I did, yeah, there's two of them. I want one.
Dark's just like, no,
It's going up in here.
He looks at the both of them. In fact, these two are tamed already.
Wait, they're tamed.
They are guards of someone's home. In fact, I believe it's from a nearby kingdom.
Which one?
Let me think. I believe it was a kingdom called Burr.
Why are they attacking us then?
Oh, it seems as though they are hungry. Or they escaped their stables and have been roaming the desert.
I hate to be the bit. I hate to say it, brother, but if we can't stop them, then we will have to kill them. Unless you know of a way to tame their hunger.
Very well. Allow me to assist you in the best way that I can. He floats up into the air and shines a golden light. And with this golden light, the worms seem to simply calm. They start to calm. The golden light gets brighter as he seems to force something upon them, and they instantly become tame to him.
I call writing this one, and I climb on top of the one.
Becoming docile towards you and him. Congratulations, you just beat a fight without even beating the fight. Take a fucking inspiration die, by the way, because that was a good idea that I did not see coming.
Thank you.
Arthur, you gotta let me pet one.
So they aren't quote unquote tamed by you because they are pre-tamed, but they are docile towards you. They are no longer attacking you.
Thank the gods. Thank Tom.
How do I tame these? I want to look at Raphael. How do I tame these?
As I said, they are pre-tamed.
Could I ride one?
Well, they are docile towards you. I don't see why not.
Yes, and Abel starts climbing on top of the nearest.
Yes.
Noxie's gonna climb up on the other one.
Like halfway up.
Yeah, you managed to get up on top of one.
You two are no fair. Like seriously, I can't run that fast. And
I'm gonna get up on the other one.
You gotta get up on the other one.
I called dibsies.
I hate
Okay.
you both.
Tell me this. Tell me this, Raphael. Can you guide these worms and keep them docile? Perhaps we can ride them to our next destination.
Well, I don't believe I can have them. I don't believe I can have them ferry you to your next location. As once you get to Wolfstan, that is pretty much the end of their domain. They don't like to leave the desert. It's kind of their preferred ground.
Can they at least take us
to the boundary then?
Yes, can they take us to the boundary of the desert at least?
Well, you'd have to speak to their owners about that. I am not one to quote unquote give them command.
Side trip.
Side trip. no Hab on the top of the worm. Side trip.
You will hear, and I forgot to get a picture for this guy, and I'm pretty angry that I forgot to get a picture for this guy. But at least I have his name. I'm gonna put a token out for him. He's not fighting, but I'm gonna put a token out to give you an idea as to where he's standing. A man comes over one of the dunes and walks and shouts from the top of the hill, "I believe I can help you with that."
God.
Hi. I like it worms.
They're very nice. They hurt a lot, though.
Who are you?
My name is Abdullah.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Are these your worms?
Indeed, they are.
How much to buy one?
Oh gosh.
I am sorry, but these worms are not for sale. They are my prized possessions, and I am saving them for a particular man.
I see.
Oh.
How much to catch one for, like, catch some for us?
Oh, they are very hard to tame, my friend, but perhaps in the future, when you are not so busy.
That's what I'm saying.
Could you have these worms ferry us to the edge of the desert, please?
Perhaps as long as you can promise me their safe return.
Of course.
We won't harm them.
Very good.
If you don't believe me, then believe the archangel standing over there.
Oh, I see. You have an angel with you. Well then, he knows. Are you? Oh, you are an angel as well. Huh.
We're out permanently there, didn't you, buddy?
Quite interesting. I have not met some of your kind in some time.
What does Raphael look like? Do you know what does he look like? Because do you want a description or do you got one?
Raphael is dressed in what I can the best way that I can describe this to you. He's dressed in what appears to be like an orangish or yellowish tunic. And he has his angel wings on his back. He has a slight golden glow around him, and he carries with him a staff. His hair is black, and his skin is pale.
How many wings does he have?
4.
6.
Of course he does. Okay.
2 large ones and 2 smaller ones.
Arthur is like looking at the wings, slightly jealous. Show off.
Above table, did I miss a name? Did you guys ask Abdullah who he was saving the worms for?
I did, but you didn't answer me.
Okay.
Abdullah is going to turn to you. Sorry, there was a lot going on there.
No, yeah, no, you're fine. I'm clarifying. That's it.
Abdullah looks at you. There's a man that is very special to this world. A
What's his name?
soon to be king. I am not at liberty to disclose that information right now. All that I
Is
can
it
say...
Barangar?
He stops in the middle of his sentence and, like, turns his head to you. You know when you see that... when you see those, like, old school SFM memes, and when the characters, like, turn their heads, you just hear... and their head... their heads just make that snapping sound as they look at you. That's basically what just happened. He stops, his head immediately snaps to you and is like, how do you know his name?
Arthur
I'm going to say no need to worry, his bitch ass won't show up.
No.
Barangar, I can tell you right now, will show. He is one of the most powerful men in this entire universe. And
I didn't say he wasn't powerful, I just said his bitch ass won't show up.
He's been helping us out a bit.
You have met him then.
I've
Yeah,
seen his power.
He came to us.
He will show. You have doubt in him, but let me tell you, this man will show in his own time. These are to be his pets one day.
Abel just stroking one of the worms jealously.
Knox is just laying on its head, just rubbing it by the sides.
They take kindly to your affection.
How? Okay, sorry guys, you totally derailed my thought right there.
How do you know that he will become king?
Oh, that is easy. I know what he seeks, and I wish to help him in his goal.
Why?
Well, it is for multiple reasons. One, is because I know of his power, and you do too, as from what you have told me. But the other reason is because I wish to ask for his help.
With what?
Killing that bastard sun god Ra.
Now look, Abel's gonna get a very serious expression. Killing gods just happens to be in our line of work.
Look, two of us. Well, three of us have actually killed gods.
I know.
Two of us get very angry.
I have heard of your tales and feats, as I know who you are.
You do?
Mm-hmm. I do. The words from the other gods have been quite interesting.
Oopie, what do you know about us?
What would they be saying about us?
The Forsaken Six, the ones that have killed a lesser god, Kamazats.
Fuck them.
Yes.
Sin's gonna jingle the heart on her belt.
Oh god.
That happened.
And the other gods are quite happy with the performance that you have showed. You may actually have a chance at defeating. You could have a chance at actually defeating the Wraith King.
Fuck him.
You seem very in the know.
He's very well
Ran-
informed.
Random man in the desert. Mr.
Well-
Abdullah.
My name is Sultan Abdullah Khan, if you wish for my full title.
Oh dear.
But I am not just a sultan, as most of the kings and queens, or at least a portion of them
Wait.
that you have met.
Arthur, there's a devilish smile on Arthur's face. So you're a king, are you?
Yes. Well, I am a king in my... How do I put it? I'm the equivalent to a king in our
Which
hierarchy of power.
This town we just came from had a king that was very, very descriptive about all the people who lived out here and called you something along the lines of a sand bad word that I can't say because Freddy's live streaming.
My God.
Yes. What is your opinion of the current king of Lucerin?
Oh,
Romulus.
Romulus Grimm III, that little bitch.
Oh God.
Hey, see, he said the same thing about you.
He turns and he spits at the ground. He is one of the worst kings I have ever seen. And
He said the same thing about you.
here's the thing.
If-
I already know he is going to be well taken care of here in the future.
Do you?
And you know this how?
Well, you see, that is where Barangar is headed.
Yeah. Arthur's like,
Oh.
oh, of
Happy
course. Oh god, my god.
The
Ugh.
soon-to-be king of Lucerys is Barangar.
There goes silently
Son of a
myself.
bitch!
To myself, I'm gonna go. Well, there goes starting a war with Lucerys.
Well, I mean, we could always help him gather allies. That's cool.
Cool, yeah. I'm not opposed to helping the magic man who scared Arthur gather allies.
Right?
the magic man that Avelyn hasn't even met yet.
I've just heard stories about. I'm cool with that.
You don't know. Yes, you've only heard stories. I've seen the power that this. He's not.
And I don't. He's one of the few people I don't want the smoke from, and that should say something.
He's a threat. Arthur kind of mumbles himself. Threat and dumb.
With that,
Above table, is Barngard a demigod or a god?
no, he is neither.
Okay.
His power, however, is at least from what Arthur knows, because Arthur got a first-hand piece of it, is so strong that it could indeed warp the fabric of reality itself.
Oh, and he's missing a piece of his power.
Yes,
You know not what that power is, but you do know that it is missing.
Yeah, he didn't even know what it was.
Yeah, he didn't even know.
So
So-
Barngard's paying attention to us, correct?
Yes, he has kept his eye on you.
So he hears everything we say.
One could metaphorically you could guess such a thing, that he perhaps knows and hears everything that you say. But you could infer to it, but you don't necessarily know.
How would he feel about me being without a deity? Wouldn't he want to strike a deal?
Oh, for God's sake.
My God.
He might.
This-
You can try.
I'm just saying. He's trying to get everybody over to his side, and he knows I don't bow easily.
So,
He might take a play out of,
What do you
well,
want to
look,
say to try to coax this deal to happen? And while you think of that, I'm going to continue.
I do
Uh,
want to say I do have to work tomorrow, so
Yeah, that's why I'm continuing. But yes, the Abdullah Khan is just the name that I go under. It is my alias. Most sultans or kings are actually gods, as you've seen. I too am also a god.
God of what?
Why, another god of the sun?
oh, we
And
were
that's-
saying Aphrodite told us about you.
And that's why
Ah.
you want Ra dead.
The fair Aphrodite. Yes, indeed. That is why I want him dead. I have many
gonna-
names, but
Ugh.
most people call me. I have many names, so I do not have one. That is why you may simply refer to me as Abdullah. But I am known as Malik Bell of Palmyra, or Sol Invictus.
I'm gonna
So-
superhero slide and land off the side of the giant worm next to this guy.
Roll me a. Roll me acrobatics.
Yeah. Okay. We must. Hold on. I'll give you the exact number. That is a 22.
You manage to slide off this thing gracefully and land right next to Abdullah.
Now listen, I want to kill Ra just as much as the next guy. Total fucking dick. Just spent a lot of time repairing the city. Didn't give me nothing in return for it. These knuckles here can hurt gods. Her name is Reganleaf. Is there anything you can do to help me power them so that I can take down that disastrous traitor, Ra?
I cannot. My power is too weak, unfortunately. There's been a lot of problems here, especially with the other gods, that has been weakening them. The only one who isn't weakened is Ra. And that is because his power does not come from his followers, or the same magical energy that I use. His power
Okay. Let me
comes...
ask you a question.
Yes.
Say I were to swear an oath to you, then
Interesting.
could you assist me in powering these knuckles?
I could give you radiant a radiant shine to these things, allowing you. Yeah, no. I could give you a part of the power to make them a little stronger, but other than that, I couldn't do much else. Not in my current state.
Don't take this the wrong way, but that's kind of useless to me. I already do radiant damage. I'll just take God. I'll just take the God on by myself with my friends, and I'm gonna fly back up on the water.
Oh, you could not beat Ra. I can tell you that right now.
Do it alone.
He is too strong. I recently heard.
As I'm climbing up onto the worm, it's not strong. You blow up the fucking sun.
I recently heard that you caught a small glimpse of his power. The destruction of that monstrosity that has been going around and torturing people, or the supposed
Blow up the
destruction.
sun.
Unfortunately, that grand display didn't even kill it.
That doesn't surprise me. That creature is stronger than any god. But I can tell you right now that Ra, that display that he showed you was A small portion of his true power.
What gives him his power?
What gives him his power? Well, the sun itself.
Alright, we're blowing up the sun, guys. This next mission.
Oh my gosh.
Damn a world. or damn a world to kill a god.
Just to kill that motherfucker.
Uh,
He almost let me die because he used a fraction of his power on something. Absolutely not.
Oh,
you lied.
his true power does not lie within himself. It lies within his ability to steal power from the sun.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna blow up the sun.
He
So we have
I got
to.
if he was to to put it lightly, if he wanted to, which I don't know why he hasn't, probably because he has all the power that he currently wants, he could fly up to the sun, do exactly what he did back before the Great Calamity, absorb the sun completely, and then destroy this entire world.
Can't absorb the sun if it's blown up.
So, do you know what links him to the sun, or how we could possibly sever it?
There is no way to sever his tie to the sun.
I know a guy.
Told you, blow up the sun. I'm already on board. King of Linares, probably on board.
I
You
said,
warp
I know
reality.
a guy.
You know a guy.
King of Linares, or soon to be King of Linares, can probably blow up the sun.
Besides,
Same.
Barangar probably wouldn't like that very much. He wants the kill for himself.
I will gladly assist him if he blows up the sun.
He wants... No, Barangar will kill him with the sun intact.
That's even spookier. That man's confident enough to kill that man with the sun intact, and that's spooky.
Let's put it this way. Barangar is capable of so much. And we, the gods, have sensed it. His power is unlike anything that we have ever seen in this world. But, as of the current moment, he's trying to find his place within the world. Where does he sit in the quote-unquote food chain? And once he figures that out,
Why doesn't he take on the big bad thing?
well, that is why. He's not looking to do that right now. He's looking to find
Doesn't
his place
it
in the
threaten the
world.
whole world?
Well, of course, but that means nothing to Barangar. Should
Got no place in the world if the world's gone.
Well, should the world simply disappear, Barangar could remake it as he wishes.
A little bit Gawa complex, but okay.
Anyways,
Being,
I believe you all needed to make it to Wolfstan. That's correct.
Yes, if you could take us to the edge of the desert, that would be most appreciated.
Indeed, I believe I can do this. The worms, as I said, will guide you. Damn it! I had their names, and there we go. He looks at the two worms. Abbas, Aliyah, come. When he says this, the two worms shift over to him with you on top of them. Nox and Ablin.
Fuck yeah.
He whispers something to them and gently, like, strokes the side of their hides, and he says, "Go." And as soon as he says that, they look at Sin and Arthur, and like basically kind of bury themselves a little bit in the sand so that you can get on.
Don't forget the cart.
what are we doing with the cart and the camels?
I shall take the cart. Unfortunately, they cannot go with the worms.
Aw. Okay.
You just traded sandworms for camels, so...
I'm gonna pet the camel. Yeah, pet the camels and then get on the sandworm with
I
Nox.
got no attachment to these camels. I'm gonna grab Bitey though.
I like
I-
them.
I do. Arthur will look at Raphael and say to him, "I know you must have a lot of questions."
Indeed I do, brother. As to where you've been all these years, I do not know. But whatever the reason, however you came back to life, I'm glad it is so.
There's a somber look on my face when he says that. Listen, well, I know you fulfilled your duty, and I thank you greatly.
Indeed.
Tell me, if you could, meet me in Wolfstan,
I can do that.
and I shall answer all your questions and explain everything.
It sounds like a wonderful time. Be glad to do so. He, without warning, grabs onto you in like a big bro hug, and just like, you know.
Just Arthur kind of reluctantly just taps him on the back. Yep. Good.
He releases you. It's so good to see you again. I'll take my leave for now, but be rest assured, I will see you in Wolfstan.
Very well. Take care.
He nods his head, and with that, the golden light surrounds him and jettisons off into the air, and Raphael is gone. Abdullah takes the reins on the camels. Now, you all have a very delightful trip over to Wolfstan. It is a lovely country. I'm sure that you will love it.
Wait, Sol Invictus,
Yes.
you said that the other gods are weakening besides Ra. Is there any way that we could help with that?
I am not sure. We believe that this is due to him, he who devours all. He is...
Any chance that Barangar is he who devours all?
No.
No.
We already know he's not.
This
Yes,
is... Barangar is a kind man, despite his rigid facets. He can get angry, but only at the ones that he sees as enemies. He will bring this world to light one day, but the Wraith King stands in the way of that. And it is not his job either. The prophecy foretold 6 warriors would come. And
But if he has more strength than we do, why doesn't he go take care of it?
again, it is not... Oops. It is not his current time. He seeks to find his place in the world, not deal with the Wraith King at the moment. That plus, as he has said before, trust me, I have approached him once or twice, disguised as a simple beggar or merchant, and asked him, could he defeat this evil? And he said, I wouldn't want to, as at the current moment. It is not my job, it is not my prophecy to fulfill.
Okay.
Okay.
You'd think a guy who wants to find his place in the world would try to help the world, but okay.
So he's just gonna sit down on top of the worm and be like, all right, cool, I guess. There's a lot of thoughts going on in her head right now.
He walks over to you, Arthur. And, as for you, I can tell there's something inside you. Something that is conflicting within you. You must take the path that you see fit for yourself.
Yes, my path will be my own. In whatever bed I make, I shall lie in it.
Very good. Now, if you could please hop on Aliyah over there with your friend Ablin, was it?
Yes.
Arthur nods and flies up to on the whim.
All right. He waves at you, and he looks at the two worms, and I if this does mean something in Arabic, I did not mean it, and I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm just saying it for dramatic effect. He looks at the worms and he says, "Hakram," and the worm, this worm here, which is Abbas, turns around and turns around and begins traveling in the direction towards Wolfstan, and Aaliyah behind Abbas follows in suit. And they are flying. They are traveling through the sand quickly.
So we're all just on a ride, just screaming.
Yes, you are just hauling through the desert sands.
I think we almost killed these things.
I didn't know they were nice. I was just trying to get them to go away. They looked like they were gonna snack on Evelyn.
With this, the worms are large enough that you could legitimately sleep on them if you wanted to, without falling off. They're just that big. So feel free to do what you all wish. It is now late in the night. And with the current worm's rate of speed, you probably shaved off about half of a week.
I'll heal Ablin with Holy Touch.
All right.
Like, balls. Where's Holy Touch? Where the fuck?
And past that, is there any personal roleplay that anyone wants to do before we move on to Wolfstan?
I'm good. I can save it for next week.
Okay.
Do you have to
If we're
go?
going so fast, we're like,
I mean, I gotta work in the morning, and I'd prefer because I gotta get up at like 8 a.m.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Next session will probably start a little earlier, to be honest. Because there's a lot to do. And we're coming into the final pieces of the session of the up to the halfway point. So, anyways, so the worms travel along. Arthur has healed Ablin, and they continue on their way. You manage to get all the way there within about 3 days. Oops, that is not what I wanted. That is what I want here in a minute, but that's not what I want in this exact moment.
Organize your fucking vote.
Fuck you. Anywho, you're about right here, and the worms travel. Eventually, you start to see the coast in view, and you're traveling along not desert but sandy tropical beach. And the beach continues on and on and on until eventually you are met with a wall of trees.
nice.
Well, that's quite the shift.
The wall of trees is large, looming, and ominous. The woods are dark and foggy comparative to the arid, dry desert that you have become accustomed to over these past couple of weeks. The air is a little moist, damp, dank, dark. It's different. The air is much cooler. as you pull up to the trees, the worms stop and allow you off.
I fly off.
All right. You've flown
Let's
off?
go. I'm
Like
gonna
I
walk
think
down.
he used his wings to like fly off, right?
Yep.
Or did you just fling?
No, he used his, he said he flew.
He
So
just
I'll
pissed off.
I'll say that he, well, yeah, because you can't like activate your wings at any point in time.
Actually, him and Sin were supposed to work on that this week. You said that.
Oh yeah, while we were traveling. Shit.
Well, wasn't said, unfortunately. So
Yeah, I forgot about that crap.
it did not happen in lore, at least
It'll
not for the
happen
time
again.
being. Anywho, so Arthur just basically yeeted off. Good news is that the worms were already in process of sinking down to the ground, so you didn't fall very far. You fell from what would be approximately about a 2-story building height.
Can Sin try to catch him?
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to really take any damage. He's just going to kind of fall, and he'll tuck and
No,
roll.
It's just for roleplay.
Yeah, you can go ahead and try to catch him. I mean,
Sin's
I
gonna
want to
shake
do
her
a
head.
superhero roll down again.
Superhero landing. Sin's gonna fly down and catch Arthur by his armor and shake her head in his face and go, "Not again."
she's,
I had this. I had that. But thank you.
Sure looked like it, buddy.
Ablin, with your earlier roll of getting off the worm, I'm just going to use that. You managed to get off the worm with ease.
Knox is going to step off because, like you said before. No, you said there's 2 stories up. So instead,
No, they were in the process of sinking down when Arthur jumped. They're down now. You
Okay.
could just step right off.
Knox is going to step off. He's going to kiss it, and he's going to say "Salaikum Assalam" and walk away.
All right. They look at you one last time, and they trudge back off into the desert. Into the beaches.
I guess we're walking from.
You stand in front of the forest, the entrance to the forest now.
Where's our cart?
We traded the cart.
Yeah,
for, like,
we're
super fast
walking.
ones.
It looks like we're walking now.
Yeah, we're walking now. Sin's gonna
Sin, consult your map. Or was it Arthur who has the map? We need to figure out where we're at, so which direction we can head.
Yeah, I think I was given the map.
Yeah, you do have a map. So where you are currently, at least from what you can see, and this is why I created this detailed version, this detailed map a long time ago. I created this at the start of the campaign. You are currently sitting on this little border right here of the sand and the trees, and this is just a wall of trees. You can see on your map that there is a town not too far from this wall of trees, probably about a half a day's walk, and it is the town of Gerashnitz.
Well, I suggest we go to however the fuck you pronounce this and keep going.
Well, sounds good to me. I'm gonna go ahead and, I guess, while we're getting ready to trudge off and get our packs and everything, activate the leader feat and do the 16 points again.
Okay. You do that. And are you all continuing to walk into the woods?
Do we want to stop here and pick this up next session?
It's only 12:30.
Yeah, he's got to work, so
Yeah.
I gotta work.
I can say here's what I can do. I can bring your character along for the ride because there is quite a bit more that I'm going to try to cover, and the others will fill you in if you need to go.
Sin's got the notes, so
Yeah.
we can hit you up during the week and let you know.
Yeah, just send me the notes. I just wasn't expecting to go like 2 a.m. today. Like, I
No,
gotta get up
I was gonna have our normal cutoff time of 1:30. But if you have to go sooner than that, do what you need to do. They'll catch you up.
I'm just gonna go get some sleep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, later.
Later.
Bye.
Later. So moving on. You all are you all continuing to walk, or are you going to go into the forest? What are you doing?
Heading towards the town, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Turning on the
Ominous music.
ambient forest music. As you walk into the forest, the air from the tropical pieces almost immediately changes. It's again dark, misty, foggy as you continue your walk. It's almost like you've passed into a different realm. Like the almost instant transition was like walking through a portal. In this area, you hear the sound of crows cawing from the trees above, some birds chirping, the sound of a branch breaking in the distance. You even manage to see a few deer that gallop away from you.
Arthur lets out like just a, oh, thank Tor. This is much more my speed.
I like it here.
I was growing very tired of sand and
I don't know, I just-
scorching heat.
It feels better here. Sorry, I'm definitely trying to take notes. So
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Take your time.
No takers.
You're walking into a new realm. This is
The real chads of D&D.
Yeah. You're basically walking into a new realm. This is all new for you. Okay, I got that picture. Is it saved? Now it is.
Mentally, I am going to try to call out to Aphrodite while we walk.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. So what do you want to say? Like, what are you trying to do?
I want to ask Aphrodite to be my patron.
Ooh.
Fuck!
You're asking the goddess of love to.
Well, think about it. It would be the love of my clan that I lost. So I think
That is a very twisted version of love, but I kind of like it.
So
Wow.
I think it would be with her that the love of my clan would drive me to vengeance.
You know what? First of all, what are you gonna say? Let's say that first. What are you gonna say?
Aphrodite, god of love, I request you to be my patron to help me fulfill the vengeance I owe for my clan and to see my heart be pure.
Okay. First things first. Take an inspiration die, because that is really. I was not expecting that. That was a completely out of the blue thing. I was not expecting you to ask Aphrodite to be your fucking patron, and I love every minute of it.
So I looked at it this way: show you my thought process. The love of my clan, Aphrodite is the only god who hasn't lied to us and has been upfront. And plus, I acted out of character to save Aphrodite when I don't like gods.
Mm-hmm. I love every minute of it. So that is why I have given you your inspiration die. So Aphrodite, you don't get an answer at first. It seems really different, but then you hear a telepathic message come to you. It is not Aphrodite, but it is instead Barngar that answers your call. You're trying to reach her, but she is currently indisposed in a safe place. Why do you seek her as your patron? Of all gods, why her?
The love I had for my clan was like none other. They were taken from me, but I believe Aphrodite will not let me fall to vengeance that makes me dark.
I see.
I feel like she would keep my heart pure on my path of vengeance to seek retribution for my clan. She would not let me be corrupted by my vengeance.
Very well. I think that is good enough reason. Who am I to deny you, after all? Just as long as your friend that so haphazardly decided to give away his location over an open channel doesn't do that again.
Look, if you tell me where she's at so I can commune with her, I won't tell nobody where she's at. Because I'm the one who made sure she was gone. I do have one request. I have to tell one person I've never lied to her or kept information.
And that is?
Sin. She was the good one that really liked her. Look, I won't tell the guy who gave her position away. How about that?
That's fine. You won't meet her in person, but I will allow you to contact her. Go ahead. Speak. She is listening.
Aphrodite, I realize that you are the god of love. But I feel that you would be able to keep me on a just path to vengeance for my clan. I don't know who, I don't know what, I don't know how, but somebody killed my clan. And now that I'm an Oath of Vengeance Paladin, I don't want to be pulled to the dark side. I once carried the balance, and I believe that you could help my heart stay pure and help me understand why my clan was ripped away from me.
Swear your oath.
So since nobody knows what's going on, I'm assuming Barngard can quote unquote see me and maybe is relaying it to her, I don't know. But she's going to watch me take both of my swords from my back and I'm going to plunge them into the ground and take a knee. And I'm going to say I pledge myself to you, Aphrodite.
Welcome and rise, Paladin of Vengeance and Paladin of Love.
Yes.
Jeez.
Yes.
Love of vengeance.
I'm going to pick my swords up and put them back on my back.
So you just knelt to her?
Mm-hmm.
Like you took a knee?
Yep, he did that.
Okay.
You saw all of that. You didn't hear it because it's being telepathically communicated, unless he said that out loud.
No. You know what? No. My pledge I said out loud. That's all they hear.
Okay. So the only thing that you heard was his random pledge and the fact that he just took a knee in front of you.
What did you do?
I just pledged myself to the god of love. Aphrodite is now my deity.
You guys are throwing Sin for loops, by the way. Like, fucking Arthur's changing, Nox is changing,
Everyone changes.
everyone's changing. You guys suck.
Nadar left. Fucking.
Nadara left.
Like,
I'm watching Nox kneel to a god, and he's never knelt to anybody.
There's a lot happening, and
I turn to look at Sin and go, when we get someplace safe, I will explain what just happened.
All right then.
I'm kind of staying away. I'm choosing to stay away from that.
Whew. Wow.
Jeez.
All right then.
I don't like. Yeah, Arthur is just not even going to acknowledge that because he knows who because as he just said, and it leaves a very bitter taste in his mouth because of what he did. So he kind of just walks by, fists clenched.
Damn. All right.
Wait. So we only know that you only said Aphrodite's name.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't say anything about
Nope.
Bar and okay.
All you guys know is that I pledged myself to Aphrodite.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm mad now.
And I'm mad.
Angry.
I'm mad at myself.
But no. So
Paladin of vengeance and love.
when you now that you've done that, you're basically just a paladin of vengeance. But the love piece is basically for show. It's for flair.
Hey, that's awesome because one of my sword does electric damage and one of mine does necrotic. So you have vengeance with necrotic and you have love with sparks.
Oh
That works.
God.
I love you.
Man, I love you so much, baby. My love is electric.
Bring in the
Fucking
spark
no, it's so you'll continue walking down the path. Does anybody want to do anything else before we get to Garishnitz?
No, I think.
Venus Schnitzel.
All right
No,
then.
Nox is just going to contemplate not contemplate, but he's going to truly think about what it means to bow to a god.
Oh man, so many changes, character development. But
Finn is just kind of silent with shock and then looking between Arthur and Nox, kind of torn.
I'm just walking forward. I'm not saying anything.
I don't.
Throw a rock in your head.
I unfortunately what? You're gonna throw a rock at his head?
Yeah, he's walking away from the group. I'm gonna throw a rock.
Oh my God! Roll
Can I use reaction to catch it?
roll to hit, and then if it hits, I'll see if you can catch it. But I'll have you make a roll for it.
Is it a ranged attack?
Yes, it would be a improvised weapon ranged attack.
Improvised weapon.
Something you were not proficient
I
in.
don't know. Yeah, hold on. I gotta look that one up. This one unarmed.
No, unarmed would be if you were hitting him with a fist palm. Improvised weapons you don't get a bonus to, so it's a flat roll.
Okay. Oh, motherfucker. That was a 7.
A 7. Okay.
I got 7. I don't get any bonuses for it. That's
Yeah. So you chuck this rock, and after you chuck this rock, you fucking sling it so wide that it just off into the trees. Arthur sees it, but just it just flies off into the trees.
And I pass it off and I just kind of pass it off and just keep going.
So
just gonna walk along grumbling.
I am going to holler at Arthur and ask him what's wrong.
Oh, buddy.
Okay.
Exposition! Go ahead.
Arthur, I heard what that god told you in the desert.
Did he?
I see how you're clenching your fists. I've never known you to make the mistake of opening a channel and revealing anything to anyone that wasn't supposed to know. So, what ails you now? Why the change?
What ails me? You ask what ails me. What ails me is that through my actions, I betrayed the trust of the only God that was ever honest with us. And honestly, I think My eyes were opened.
Opened by what?
By what Korgath said to me.
You got to remember, we don't know what happened with Korgath.
Yeah, you don't.
But he did just say that to you, so...
So what happened with Korgath?
Arthur kind of turns, and you see like and he turns back to you, and he's very stern, stern facial expression, and just kind of Korgath told me that he was enslaved to Baphomet, but he eventually broke free. For the first time, I actually had something in common with a wretched demon.
That doesn't mean you change. They seek to corrupt. The gods of this world have not done anything. When you told us your story, every one of us pledged to fight by your side. We didn't ask you to change. We didn't ask you to become something you weren't. All we asked is that you trust us as we are.
Don't mistake me. I trust you. And I thank you for standing by me. But at the same time, what I realize that I've been holding so much back. Because who were they to judge me? Who was Torm? Who Azrael? All of them. Who were they to judge me? Especially when they themselves admitted that they were hypocrites. And I mean,
Natsu's gonna walk up and put his hand on his shoulder, not tight, not gripping, not like he's just setting it there on his shoulder. And he's going to say, we've lost one brother. I don't want to lose another. Love brought you into this situation, and maybe a brother's love can pull you out of it. And he's going to pull Arthur into a hug.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Well, I guess I can't stay mad forever.
Well, wow.
Sim's gonna see the big guy hug Arthur and then just run up with her wings out so she can hug them both. I don't know what we're doing.
Oh, you heard all of this exchange. It wasn't in our heads.
I know.
And I'm going to tell him, brother, you need to understand you don't bear this burden alone. We are still with you. If you feel like the burden isn't being shared, we're here. Just tell us what you need.
Arthur feeling the warmth of the embrace of his friends. Finally says, what I need, what I want more than anything. He kind of sounds like he's almost on the verge of breaking down. I just want to love again. I just want to see her again.
Well, I don't know if it could help, but I now belong to the goddess of love. She might be able to relay a message. She might be able to let you see her or speak to her or say goodbye. I can't promise what my God will do, but it doesn't hurt to ask.
What's the point? It's not even...
The point
She's
is
not-
love. If you want to see her, that is Aphrodite's zone.
She's not even mine.
Do we ever own somebody?
No, she's not... It's not my Serena. It's this Arthur. The Arthur. He kind of backs out of the hug for a moment. I mean, you saw Raphael. He thinks I'm the Arthur that he knew, but I'm not. And by proxy, the Serena in this world that I know is in the celestial realm is not mine. She's not the one that I spent all those days with. She's the one that...
But we don't know that.
Well,
They've proven that they can cross realms. They pulled us here. What makes you think that they couldn't let you speak to yours? I'm not saying the gods are omnipotent and able to do everything. But a long shot is still a shot.
It would be the longest of...
But is a shot you're willing to miss? Because every shot you don't take, every arrow you don't notch, you miss anyway.
Why would she help? But why would she even help me? I'm the one who sold her out.
Because I am her champion. Let me prove myself to her, and maybe she will do this for me. I promise you I will ask. I make you no promises. That way I'm not lying to you, but I promise you to ask.
Yes, I... Under promise, over deliver. I understand.
besides, what happened with that? You didn't do it on purpose, Arthur.
But I did it regardless, and my actions have consequences.
Arthur. Yes, but it's consequences we share together.
And like you said, they are a bit hypocritical. I mean, we're mortals, and they call out our mistakes, but they don't own their own.
Yes,
This is millennia of their mistakes that now we have to clean up, that they expect us to handle. None of us are shouldering this burden alone, and I get it. You miss your love. If I could give her back to you, I would. But we now know two gods of the underworld. We now know the goddess of love and hell. You know that weird old black dude mage thing that y'all made the deal with for Sully has got extra power. He may be able to help you. I'm not saying he will, but it's a possibility.
Yes. I'm at least willing to try this. So long as I am able to properly apologize. Despite how undeserving it is, I am of it. I do hope that she will understand.
Mistakes happen. I'm pretty sure Aphrodite will forgive you for revealing her location and that she's still alive. She is the god of love, after all. You can't have love without forgiveness. Let's do what we need to do, and then we will cross this bridge. But I give you this vow. I will do everything within my power to find a way for you to see her, at least get a message of apology.
Then I will definitely I'll definitely hold. And to the both of you, I'll say this. I treasure...
Well, technically, there's three of us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Ablin is there. He's just silent.
He's there now.
Ablin's gone mute.
Well, technically, we could say that the headache made Ablin pass out and Nox is carrying him.
Just drank.
True.
No. Like, I slung him over my shoulder and I'm actually carrying him. He's under my capacity to carry.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and you can do whatever you want. We can say that he's being carried, or you can
So
say, you know.
you're only speaking to the two of us. Ablin's out cold. He passed out from the headache.
Yep.
I mean, after all, the three of us share a secret.
Forgot about that one.
What secret?
The secret that Arthur never finished with Sin.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah.
So I'm telling you right now, out loud, the secret we share, that should come up into your mind without me verbalizing what it is.
No, yeah. I kind of.
I forgot about that one.
So above table, but in conversation.
So. Hold on. So Arthur's gonna say one, but you just kind of. With you saying that, he's gonna telepathically speak to Sin, and in a more urgent tone, ask her telepathically. You didn't tell him. You told him?
I had to tell him.
Okay. You don't know, and he doesn't know. So okay, I think. So at least the.
He was mad at me. I like it when he gets mad, but not when it's at me.
I understand, but if you.
Hey, unless the secret's being said, no more secrets. Because I'm going to watch the body language between the two.
Yeah, while Arthur's saying that to her, I just want you to know that I do, that all three of you, everyone that I've known, I treasure you all greatly. And our brotherhood as the Forsaken Six means a lot to me. And I will do anything and everything in my. And I apologize for any kind of bows his head forward. I apologize for losing my way.
Knox is going to reach over and lift his chin up. Not in a romantic gesture, but to like slap him around his head.
Let's
That'd be
clarify
clear.
here.
Hold on there.
Oh, Arthur. No.
You
I'm
get
going
the
to lift his
fucking
chin, and I'm going to look at him and go, heroes never bow their heads. I understand you bow to the gods, but there's no reason to lower your head. We all fall sometimes, and that's why we rely on other people to pick us up. When we stray from the path, we pick each other up. There's no reason to bow your head to anybody in this group. You have earned a place among this group, more than most. Understand all you've accomplished. There's no reason to hang your head. We all stray.
I greatly. Funny. That's something that she told me once. I greatly appreciate it, Knox. Truly.
Would you have not done the same for me?
I would do that. I would do the same and more for all of you.
Except he can't reach your chin.
This is the least I could do.
You sexy piece of man meat. What?
Sorry.
Bow!
Behave.
Oh no.
Yep, sometimes the ladies come on so hard I have to beat them off with a stick. Back, woman! Back, I say!
Meg, come on, it's a man!
Oh my god. We're off track.
Eddie.
And while that was happening again, telepathically communicating to Sin and like, look, and he says again, like, look, It's all right. Just because you don't know, it's fine. Just be careful bringing it up to anyone. Even our own. That's why I don't talk about it aloud. Even just mentioning it, I feel uneasy.
So thinking back to Arthur, she at first was me like, I still don't know how I feel about you being in my head, but I'm not planning on saying anything out loud. But Nox has been there before anybody, so I had to tell him, and he told me that not telling everybody is just as much a danger than telling them. And you still haven't told me the full like everything, but
I wish I could. Believe me, I wish I could.
even if it's just you two, that's fine. I just feel horrible putting everybody's lives in danger. Like you said it was, we couldn't tell anybody else. They can't know.
Exactly. And as I said, it will stay buried. Until it becomes a problem or you wish to.
Until you cut out a little bit.
Until it becomes it will stay buried until it becomes
a problem.
Or you wish to know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you were cutting out like mid-sentence. It was like until...
So...
Zen's just gonna nod and think back to him.
Now, did we stop or are we still walking?
No, you stopped during this time.
Yeah, we
Okay.
stopped. Apparently,
Double
we
checking.
never started walking again. We're just hanging out in the forest.
Yeah, I mean that was an exposition and a half right there. There's no way you wouldn't have stopped.
That required a stop.
But you can continue walking if you wish.
Okay. Yeah, Zen's just gonna like push Arthur and Nox to start walking in the path and think to Arthur that three of us will talk about it later, but talk like this, not out loud.
Of course.
Oh man. Oh man. Things getting spicy. Anywho.
Yeah, you weren't expecting any of this.
Some of it I wasn't expecting. Some of it I've been waiting for. So,
here I was trying to be evil now.
turn them off.
Arthur
Oh
too
no,
much.
that speech, you would have had to roll for it. If you were trying to go evil, I would have been like, nope.
Oh
I
yeah.
was gonna try to persuade him to stay on the good side.
Yeah, that was a thing, man. That was insane.
You put out the fire that was inside him.
Don't worry, Arthur. I'll pull you back. It's okay.
So, anyways, as you continue to walk for probably about another hour or so, you finally make it to the trees. Finally start to part, and you see a small walled city. It's a wooden wall. It's not like stone or anything. And over the entrance of the city where the gates are, it says Garishnitz.
How Arthur looks at the sign. How the fuck do you pronounce?
Did you say that out loud?
Nox not being the intelligent one of the group and not being able to spell.
You don't know how to spell?
Yeah, Nox does not know how to spell.
Did not know that.
You poor child. No.
Nox is gonna look at it and he's just gonna like sound it out and do. You know what? I want to sound it out. I want to roll for it.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll me performance.
Performance. 13.
13. You look at it and you manage to get out the first half of it. Era.
'Cause
And that's about it.
I hate words.
Garash. Fuck!
Schnitz.
Schnitz. Shits. Shit.
Yes.
There's someone at the gate who hears you. It is pronounced Gerasnitz.
What did you say? No.
Gerasnitz.
Get a Schnitz.
Welcome to our village.
I just want to let y'all know before we go in there, I'm not allowed to be alone because apparently I hit people. So can we remember that?
Was that like a sidebar?
No, I'm reminding everybody that I hit that old woman in Rock City.
Yeah, just stick. Yeah, you and Sin can stay together. Arthur goes up to the guy. Apologies. Yes, my name is my party of my companions.
It is very nice to meet you. My name is Hans.
Oh, God.
If you tell me that this
his
man
last name's Gruber.
No, I'm gonna say if you if you tell me that if you tell me in the next act that this man has a brother named Franz, I'm gonna come to your apartment.
Oh no.
If his last name's Gruber, I will toss him off a building. Above table.
Mm.
Yeah, above table.
His name is
I know where you
Hans. Welcome to the Kingdom of Wolfstan. You are free to take part in any of our lovely festivities that we have here, but be quick about it. It is getting close to curfew.
There's a curfew?
Yeah.
Why?
He kind of looks around. Don't worry about it. And he kind of takes off. It's a little.
Wait.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. There's a curfew. Don't worry about it. He didn't tell us the time.
Just saying here. I think it would behoove us to put Ablin in the inn, let him rest off this headache, and we go find out what's going on.
So, find some rooms first, and then.
This is where I wish I had a personal map for the city. I do not. I was going to make one, but did not have time. I will have one for Holt, but for the time being, you have Gerasnitz to deal with. There is no map, but you do manage to find an inn. It is a simple
just
inn.
remind it, bro. It's fine.
Yep. It is a simple inn. You do. It's nothing, expensive or crazy, but it's a nice, cozy, Germanic inn.
Oh, this is a nice, cozy inn.
Would above table, would Knox feel more at home here?
Yes, because of where you're
and the
from.
mountain?
Yes, because of where you're from, you'd feel a lot more at home here.
Oh, is he German? Wow.
No, he's not German. He's from a mountainous region. So.
Oh yeah. Very good. Is there a innkeeper, bartender, or somebody?
Yeah, there's an innkeeper. She's standing over behind the area, the area where they the front desk. She's standing behind the front desk. With her back turned, she's looking through like mail and keys and things.
Suppose we can talk to her and find out more about this curfew.
Maybe. I mean, it may be something we may need to talk to the lord of the area. He may know more.
Finn's just gonna trail behind Nox and prestidigate some marks on Abelyn's face while he sleeps.
Oh my
She's
god.
drawing on his face.
Yep, she drew on his face.
Perfect.
Arthur will walk up to the tavern keep. Pardon me, ma'am.
Oh yeah, my name is Gertrude. How can I help you?
Yes, we would like to purchase a few rooms.
Oh, that would be great. We are happy to have you. Please, request of me. What rooms would you like?
How many rooms we need?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't want to sleep with Ablin because he's snoring, so he can have his own if they got it.
Of course, we have plenty of rooms. Travelers come through here all the time, so this inn is very busy. We've managed to expand quite a bit, thanks to all the kind patronage from the people. Most people are on the way traveling to Holt.
I see. Well, four rooms for us then, and I look over at Sin. I think Ablin should pay for his. Ablin should pay for his own.
I am going to do a sleight of hand to see if I can pull out enough coin, not to steal from him, just to pay for the rooms.
Go ahead, sleight of hand it. I'm gonna see if he wakes up. Or feels it.
16.
You're gonna beat him.
Good.
Yes.
You slip your hand into his pocket and pull out enough coin for the rooms.
I should have.
Oh, God.
I should have rolled that with advantage because technically he's out cold and on my shoulder.
Yep.
Oh my God.
It doesn't matter. I beat him, so we got it. So I just set the money down, and then I put 10 gold on top of it from me as a tip.
Flicker.
Flicker. You know what I meant.
Yes. Sorry, I had to correct you.
And
Okay.
By the way, why does this town have a curfew?
Her face goes cold.
Oh dear.
Her face goes cold white. You can tell she doesn't want to answer.
Is there anybody we can talk to about the curfew that might be able to tell us?
If you wish to speak about the curfew, you will have to speak with the king and queen in Holt.
Arthur telepathically communicates with her. No. Don't be not afraid.
Her eyes are widened that she's hearing your voice in her head.
Oh God.
You calm yourself. And you can tell me you can tell me the truth. And I promise you that no being. Shut up, Brian.
I'm sorry, I fucking tangled my cords here.
Oh no.
And I promise that no one alive will hear what you say to me. This communique is between me and you alone.
Roll me persuasion. Although you're probably gonna beat her because my roll was not good.
God, oh my God! Fuck! Hit the fucking dice tray, dumbass. Let's see. 19.
You definitely beat her. The only way that she could have lost was to have rolled a have rolled like a 6 or lower. So, she looks at you and nods. It's the attacks.
Attacks? What attacks?
Yeah, the creatures come in the night. Big, monstrous. They are very terrifying. They have been coming in numbers, waves. They kill, steal, snatch up other people. And then they take them into the forest.
So to the outside right now, to Sin and Nox, what they're seeing is like Arthur and this lady are staring at each other.
Yes.
So you can kind of infer that I'm talking to her.
Sin's
Can I-
gonna lean against the counter just so she can try to keep up the facade that nothing is going on.
Can I like include them in this call? Can this be a conference call?
I will say you can do it if you expend a spell slot.
Yeah, I'll expend a fucking. Let's see. I'll expend a first level spell slot.
Okay. You expend a spell slot, and with that, you are able to bring them into it. They can hear everything that you are saying to her, and they can join in on the conversation as well. If you expend it to a second level. If you're just using first level, they can only hear what's going on between you two. They cannot answer.
I'll expend a second.
Okay. With a second level spell slot, they can respond and talk as well through the telepathy.
So Sin and Nox will feel Arthur's presence in their brains, and he'll say, "Can you guys hear me?"
Sid's just gonna nod.
This is really fucking creepy.
Yeah, Sid's eyes are gonna go wide, and then she's just gonna nod and like take the map out of Arthur's hands and kind of lay it out on the counter to look like she's looking at the map for information.
Now, madam, your name, above table, what was her name again?
Gertrude.
Gertrude. Now, Miss Gertrude, I have added my friends here to this conversation. They can hear and speak to you. Tell them what you've just told me.
Nox is gonna start looking around the room while he's doing this, just kind of making sure nobody's paying attention to what we're doing.
Okay. See, she speaks to all of you, and you can hear all of you can hear this in your heads. The reason there is a curfew is because of the attacks. Large, monstrous creatures that come in the night. I have never seen them myself thanks to the curfew, but they are large, hulking creatures. I have heard them. And the reason as to why the curfew is in place is because they were stealing people, taking them into the woods at night.
Nobody sees them again.
No.
You said this was happening. Is this happening more and more, or is it?
Yes. The attacks are coming in much more frequently, and their numbers are growing.
Oh.
Does this kingdom not have an army?
They've tried to fight. These creatures are too tough.
Can I ask, you said you've heard them, but not seen them. Can you describe what you heard?
Loud stomping, growling, as if it were a dragon. But no flapping of wings. No other things that would be akin to that of a dragon.
Wait,
And
Go ahead.
and they come for people specifically. These are like targeted attacks.
Yes. And there was one time where I got to witness a attack. Of course, I didn't get to see the creatures, but I did get to see what they were taking. It was the people. They destroyed towns, homes. There used to be another city not far from here. It was destroyed in an attack. The closest to Wolfstan, or the closest to us, and its name was Youngsund, a small village.
Can above table, can I get a spelling for that?
Yes, it is JUNGSUND. If you need to see it, it's right here.
Thank you.
Yep.
For some reason, the stream thing keeps like magnifying all the way. So like I don't know what's going on with it.
Oh man, I don't know why it's doing that, but I can't control Discord streams.
No, you're good. You're good.
Is there anywhere that we could possibly look at damage that's been done?
If you headed down to Youngsend, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Does it? The people they take is all kinds of people, or males, females, women, or old, young.
Yes, even the children.
Hmm.
Even the children.
You said that we could speak. Or wait, no, I didn't hear that. Shit, sorry. Who would possibly know more about this that we could talk to?
The king and queen.
Yeah.
They have all the information on it. They could tell you everything that you need to know.
Are there any town guards stationed here that we'd be able to talk to that might help us?
They would tell you the same thing. And we don't have many guards here. We are a fairly large city, yes, but the army does not come here. We're more of a tourist town.
So I take it all the army is protecting the capital.
Yes.
Knox is going to look at Arthur, and he's going to give him a stern look. Like, a bit worried. Why would you leave it, like, in my face, kind of like, why would you leave a town undefended?
Yeah, Arthur kind of picks up on that immediately, and he turns to Gertrude, God, and says, "Does it not bother you that they would leave your town completely helpless about the rest of the towns?"
They did not do it on purpose. Most of the soldiers here fled. The king and queen did not call them back, and nor would they ever. The king and queen care much for this land and its people.
It sounds to me, with respect, that a few wooden walls are not going to attack.
They will not. But if we must, we will fight. There is a few guards left here, of course. The ones that were brave enough to stay.
And one last question. At the start, you kind of... I understand that it's frightening, but... why not tell me openly? It's almost as if... is it a case of you too afraid to speak the name, to speak of these creatures, or is there some reason?
The king and queen care so much for the people that they wish it not to be mentioned as much as possible, trying to keep the spirits up. It's...
Arthur looks at Nox when she says that.
It's not... Even the king and queen are devastated by this. They are tired, ragged, distraught. I have never seen them like this before. It breaks their hearts to see their people suffering.
Sim's gonna look around, so I can see, like, I didn't catch what time it is that we were getting in. You said it was getting late.
Yeah, it was getting really late. It was almost sundown.
Are there any preparations that you make before the sun goes down?
Yes, I'm about to start. If you want your rooms, I need to know quickly so that I can get you ported up before curfew.
Yes. Of course. Are we sure we're staying in separate rooms?
I don't know. It might behoove us to do 2 and 2.
Arthur sighs. Just I'll have to cure him of his drunkenness again.
So instead of talking telepathically, Sin's just gonna kind of nod and smile, like, okay, we've got it. And out loud, we'll get the room situation set up and see if I can order food from her and help her with her preparations.
All right.
Yeah.
She looks at all of you. Luckily, for all of you, we just installed the bar, so we have some food. Not much drink as our shipment hasn't come yet, but we do have food.
Sin's gonna pointedly look at Evelyn. We were probably supposed to bring that. And she's gonna shake her head and like, shut up. Like, shit.
She looks at all of you. Here are your room keys. Make sure that you have a good night. And please, lock your doors, when you get inside, and close your window shutters.
Understood.
Oh,
I will say.
one last thing. Make sure that you turn out all lights. You cannot have any lights on in your room.
I assume it's because they're drawn to the light.
They are drawn to warmth. Any kind of heat put off by more than just a body.
Intriguing. Would these be like any creatures that are be familiar with that, like back in Faerun?
The only thing that you could compare something like this to would be similar to like a lizard of some kind. As lizards tend to sense through heat. So that would be the best thing that you could akin these things to, is a large lizard or reptilian creature.
Interesting. I really appreciate your time and thank you again.
Of course. Enjoy your stay.
I do believe we will.
As she finishes, she steps out from behind the desk and starts shutting the shutters. She locks the front door and even puts a chain over it. And this isn't just a small chain. This is a big, thick, heavy chain that would prevent the door from opening. And on top of that, she even boards the door, the front door.
Damn.
You can tell that whatever this thing is, whatever these things are that are taking people in the night, are strong as fuck, and she really doesn't want them getting in.
I guess we should go and make sure that we're prepared for the night.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Well, would you like to take, shifts?
I think that would be a good idea.
Yes, I can take... I'll take first watch.
No. You spent some magic today. You need to rest. I don't have much magic to use. I'll take first watch. When I start getting tired, I'll wake you guys up.
If you insist. He yawns.
You're gonna make yourself yawn with that one.
I actually did yawn.
Yawn for that one.
That's how immersive I am.
Oh Lord. So, Gertrude continues finishing up. Do you guys want to role play getting your supplies, or do you just want to get it?
We'll just get the supplies. Can I ask, are the room, like, what are the proximity of the rooms to each other?
They're pretty much they're pretty much right next to each other. The door, it's a nice room. When you open up the doors to look at the rooms, they're nice rooms. They're relatively spacious, enough to at least sleep two. One room or a couple of rooms could even sleep four. They're really, really nice rooms. Nothing like fancy, but they're nice. They've got your simple pieces. There's a lantern in there to light your way at night. But some of the lanterns are shattered, as it seems that some tenants that were previously here, tenants that were recently here, tried to snuff the light quickly. There's a couple of like nice tapestries on the walls, and a decent little hand woven carpet on the floor.
Okay. I was just looking to see if, like, are the rooms for the doors facing each other, or do they connect with the door in between, or are they right next to each other?
No, they're next to each other, kind of like a typical hotel that you would see here today in today's modern age. But they're they're a little closer to each other because the rooms aren't that big.
Okay.
But
that's all I was wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you get all of your supplies for the night, and the night comes and goes rather quickly. But as the night draws on, I will say this: as the night goes into its like full pieces, for anybody that stayed awake long enough, right around 1 o'clock, you hear growling outside and heavy footsteps. This growling is reptilian in nature. For those of you that are not near the window, obviously, or have your shutters shut, you'll hear stomping right outside of your window.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. That's basically it.
Okay. Are we above table because it's 1:30? Are we stopping here, or?
We can. I was gonna say you're gonna start making your way to Holt in the morning, and then stop. But that's up to you guys.
Well, you broke up. We're doing what?
We
Just
can go ahead and finish up the night, unless anybody wants to do some last minute RP, and then we stop when you start making your way to Holt, which is going to be in like 2 seconds here if you choose to pass the night on.
Yeah.
No, I take guard all night. I don't wake them up.
Okay. When we pass the night on, the morning arrives. Gertrude has unboarded the door and is at the front desk. You may choose what you want to do from this point. You can either stay here in Garrishnitz or start heading to Holt.
Do we want to go take a look and see if there's any? Maybe we can see the signs of what was here.
Nope.
When did he say he was meeting us for us to get our stuff back?
What?
Our wagon.
He didn't.
You
We
took,
traded the
yeah,
wagon.
you traded the full wagon for the worms.
Yeah, we traded the wagon and the camels for the worms.
Oh, damn.
I thought he was meeting us.
Nope.
I misunderstood that completely.
I was like, oh no, my camels.
Oh man.
Hey, you didn't have to spend any money,
No?
but
Arthur did.
yeah, no, you guys are good to. If you guys want to just move on, you can. If you want to check for signs, you can. I can do that really fast. Won't take much
Okay.
time.
Let's check for signs on our way out of the city
Okay.
so we can get to where we need to go.
Yeah, I want to look around like where that stomping was at.
Okay. So you head outside and look at your windows. Go ahead, and anybody that's out there looking, give me a perception check. Or actually, I'm sorry, investigation.
Yes, that's even
Ooh.
better. Okay, math.
15.
Oh my gosh.
16.
Okay.
I got 23. Wait, no, not 23. 16. I can't do math right now.
Math is
21.
hard. 21. Okay.
I can't do math.
So you finish up, or you finish up looking around, and you manage to come across some very large footprints, and some scratch marks too. The scratch marks were made by large claws. You find some scales. There are scales of all different colors. One set is yellow, one is blue, one is white, one is red. All these are scales of multiple different colors. You managed to find a couple of staples on the ground. And the footprints are draconic in nature, but they aren't nearly as large as a dragon.
Okay. We found. Can I pick up the scales? And you said we found what on the ground? Staples.
Yes, you found a couple of staples.
Staples. Strange.
These are big, heavy staples that would have, well, I guess you could call them staples. They're basically staples. Might as well. These are big, heavy staples that look like they would be bound. That look like they would have been bound to something to keep it tightly held together. And it looks like one or two popped out.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just collect those things up
Okay.
if I can. I'll just throw them in the pack. So multitude different colors of scales and staples.
So, does anybody else want to do anything else with the knowledge that they were just given?
I'm going to make a mental note of it, but that's as far as I'll go with that.
Okay, Arthur.
I'm good.
Okay. Do what you're gonna do from here.
I guess we're gonna head out.
Okay.
Leave the town.
You head out and you begin your journey to Holt, and that is where we will stop for this session. So before we go, and before I just stop everything, thank you everybody for coming out. We're glad to have you. Oops. The wrong one there. We're glad to have you guys with us. Quick answers to some comments in the comment section. Sedated Kid, yo, what up, man? How's it going? Glad to see that you joined us. Viking PMC Milsim, glad to have you guys. Thank you for joining us here. And anybody else that joined us, obviously, we are glad to have you as well. We hope that you enjoyed tonight's session. We will be picking back up next week at a slightly earlier time. We are going to be starting at 9 o'clock instead of 10, as we are going to be shifting to this format for the next campaign, and I want to make it a little bit more of a easy, seamless transition. So we're going to be starting with my campaign. We're going to be starting at 9 o'clock p.m. And we will still try to go till 1:30, but it's just going to be starting a little earlier, and that'll give us an extra hour of time to do some things. So with that said, thank you all so much for coming out and watching. If you guys like what you saw here today, please make sure that you click that like button, smash that subscribe button, and as always, if you want notifications for whenever I go live or put out new videos, make sure that you ring that little bell icon on your screens. Once again, thank you all so much for coming out, and we'll see you all in the next video. Deuces.
I want to know how bad I derailed Arthur from his plan.
Arthur was planning on going. He was going dark side on us.
There were things.
No, wait, were you really?
I had a lot. Arthur's had a lot. And that demon did kind of brought out the worst in him in a very vulnerable moment.
Oh no.
So I think you did kind of pull me back.
Brian, could you turn that down just a little bit?
So wait, did we so it was like you were planning on going that path, that's what you wanted to do, and we kind of messed it up, or?
Did I derail your plan, man?
No, like I can't tell you what to do, or potentially might still do. All I can say is that you definitely changed. You got through to the guy. I'll say that. You got through to the guy.
Nice.
You got. Again, yeah, I can't say it because
No, I'm not asking you to. I'm just asking if I derailed your plan tonight.
it probably anything that I'm planning probably won't happen the next time we pick this campaign back up.
Okay.
Okay.
But it is pretty fucking juicy.
Oh no.
Just